My name is F.U.O. I'm from Edo State, East and West Local Government Area. I'm a student of the Federal University of Twike here in Bukason State, and 300 level student studying history and international studies.
Wow, we understand that you're a working student too. So tell us, what's the nature of your business?
Okay, first, I'm a model and I'm into affiliate marketing. I help people market their products online.
That's very nice. So tell us, Ms. Favor, how do you cope? Like, how do you manage business and studies? How do you go about it? Because we understand that, especially in a country like Nigeria, to be a student and working at the same time can be quite challenging. How do you cope?
Okay, at first, it's not actually easy working and at the same time schooling. It's very challenging because you need to put in your time, your effort, and also thinking about the stress as well. Well, what do we have to do? We have to do what we have to do because we have to survive. You don't have to depend on your family every time, so that's why you have to merge both at the same time, no matter how stressful it is as a student.
Sorry for cutting you short. You mentioned that it can be quite challenging and you don't always have to depend on your parents every time. Can you give us an instance of when you encounter these challenges before?
First, like I said earlier on, it's time consuming. Marketing online, you need a whole lot of time, and also going to class as well, you also need time. So it's kind of a challenge being online and at the same time going for classes. And also, secondly, being able to gather followers and also trying to convince your customers at the same time. And thirdly, the pricing and shipping fee, it's also quite challenging as well because some persons are actually willing to buy the products, but because of the shipping fee and the location that they might be chatting from, so it's kind of a challenge though, but still the same.
Alright, Ms. Favor, aside affiliate marketing and modeling, you do another business?
Okay, actually I just graduated from being an apprentice from Glam by Goldie, a makeup artist. So I'm actually working towards becoming a CEO of, like being a makeup artist. So that's actually my next plan.
You are also a model, or should I say you are once a model? Are you still into the industry too?
Yeah, sure, I'm still a model. And I would love to be a boss on my own, having my own agency, scouting models and making their dreams come true. It's my passion, it's what I've always loved doing, and I would really want to take it to another level. So
when you are still the beauty queen, were you also a student then?
Yeah, sure, I was a student. I was in my 200 levels when I became the most beautiful girl in Edo State. That was in the year 2020, yeah, during the December period, 2020-2021. Yeah, I was still a student.
Tell me, how does this affect you academically, being a working student? How do you manage your business and studies? Doesn't it affect you?
Actually, it does not really affect that much though, because I try my possible best to balance both my work and school studies together, so it's not that really challenging though. Reasons be that it's an online business, so it's not quite challenging though, but a little bit of stress.
So will you advise other students to go into online businesses too?
Yes, I would really advise students to go into an online business, be it an online business or you own a shop or anything. Because as a student, you also need to earn a living to be able to assist you in little things that matters in school. Because like I said before, I don't have to depend on my parents every time.
Yeah, Ms. Favor, you said you're trying to assist your parents get the business in your school. Do I take it to mean that your parents are aware that you're a working student? And if they are, tell me, are they supportive of it?
Yeah, sure. My dad is actually aware because he noticed that for some time I no longer call to demand for some little assistance. So during that process, he had to ask me how do I cope in school, and that was when I had to tell him, and he was amazed. He was happy at least able to assist him in the little way that I can. So sure, they're in support.
So are you happy being a working student?
Yeah, of course I am. I'm really happy being a working student because at least, like I said before, it's actually assists me in paying some things, little bills. So I'm happy.
Alright, in other words, you're saying that you enjoy being a working student because of the money, not because you actually love doing it.
Actually, I love doing it, and also because of the fun. It's very important. So I love doing it, and despite the fact that it's quite challenging, but I love doing it. At least it makes me busy. So.
Okay. If you could actually do things differently, would you still be a working student?
Yeah, sure. I will still be a working student because no matter what you do, you just have to get busy. No matter who you are, you will still have to get busy. So sure, I will still want to be a working student.
I am a 400 level Federal University of Department of Computer Science and Informatics.
We understand that you're a working student. Tell us, what's the nature of your business, please?
Talking about the nature of my business, I will classify that into the category of cryptocurrencies because as you and I know, cryptocurrency is one of the leading businesses, especially here in Nigeria, where we find ourselves. So it's based on cryptocurrencies, not just buying and selling, but any cryptocurrencies.
All right. You said you're into cryptocurrency. Tell us, we are all aware that in Nigeria, to be precise, crypto activities has been banned to an extent by the federal government. So doesn't this affect you?
Yes, it does in so many ways. And since from when the CBN, placed this ban on cryptocurrencies and all that was how it brought about this peer-to-peer trading. And though there are some vulnerabilities, or I'll say unsecured channels when it comes to P2P trade, that is peer-to-peer trading, but one has to be very careful when you start dealing with those kind of trades because you don't really know who you're selling to at the back end, and the person who's at the back end doesn't also know who he's buying from. So now in that kind of situation, it becomes very difficult and very risky. You get very risky. At times you even lose your money. At times you get it. At times you don't get it.
Okay. Sorry for cutting short, Mr. Thompson, but let's make this a little bit less complicated or complex for the layman who's watching you now. Tell us, Mr. Thompson, since the federal government placed the CBN ban on crypto transactions in Nigeria, what challenge have you encountered personally?
Well, the challenges, I think one of them was trying to, get myself acquainted to platforms which I can use for the same levels, and most of them per se restrict Nigerians because this kind of red flag we get from these platforms give to Nigerians because they always want to believe we are fraudsters and all that. So learning or trying to get a particular platform which accepts Nigerians who are one of the challenges. But due to time and all that, so due to many research and all that, I was still able to come up with platforms or to get platforms that accept Nigerians who are
Well, wouldn't that be considered illegal in Nigeria?
Kind of, but as Nigerians, the economy is very tough, and we all have to survive one way or the other.
Does it mean that illegal means can also be adopted?
No, I won't encourage illegal means because for me individually, I don't indulge in illegal activities. I always want my ways to be pure and honest. I always want to earn in a very honest way, in a way which won't bring eyes upon me that this guy is doing something illegal or something like that. So I always make sure my path is clear when it comes to.
Okay, permit me to ask you this question, please. Tell me, how do you manage being a student and working at the same time? Don't you get distracted in your studies and all that?
Wow, I think that's a very good question. And sincerely, there have been so much obstructions when it comes to academic activities together with my business. I'm talking about classes, like lectures, even from here and there and all that. Time consuming. There's not much time that I give to myself when it comes to business activities due to how the workload is on us, especially as a final year student who is about to graduate in the school environment or the school environment.
Okay, since the challenges you're facing is quite much and obviously weighing you down, why do you have to? Don't you think you should stop being a working student and just focus on your studies instead? Why do you still need to work?
One major reason why people work is to earn a living. And as a first child for my parents, I know how difficult it is at home. So if I could get that opportunity to still work as a student, why not take that chance? So that was why I had to still go I'm a student. I still had to look for other means which I can use to help myself and also my parents as well. Talking about school fees, house rents, and all that. And hopefully it really helped. It helped.
In what ways does it really help?
I think with this business, I was able to pay my school fees. And not just that, I was also able to get myself a phone. That was like 4 months ago, I think. If not 4 months ago. So with this business, I was able to lift a heavy burden for my dad. That is thinking about the school fees and all that. So yeah, it's again.
So, from what you've said so far, it seems that should I assume, or are you telling us that you are happy being a working student?
Yes, I'm very happy being a working student because it's never easy compared to the work you do in school and all that. You still have to find some time for yourself. So without that, there's no way you can provide your necessary needs. You don't have to call your parents at all times. There are times when you have your own feeding money and then you buy things for yourself, you make yourself happy and all that. So yeah.
Oh, right now, apart from we know that there are other students who are into crypto trading and all that, but assuming that they are watching you now and the federal government of Nigeria is watching right now, what will be your message to the government?
Well, my message would be that they should consider the youths because the way things are going now, I don't think they consider the youths nowadays. They claim to consider, but no, they don't.
Why do you say so?
Because cryptocurrency is one of the things that is being adopted globally. Now, I think they are trying to follow up some situations between concerning the Chinese government. They banning cryptocurrencies and all that, coming up with their own digital currency and all that. But yeah, fine and good. It's good. It can be adopted. But the cryptocurrency has to stand. And to be frank with you, I think cryptocurrency has also brought down the level of kidnapping and all that in the country. So giving us chance to partake in this or to indulge in cryptocurrencies is a big thing for us, and not to ban it because it has really affected so many persons. Even with that, they've also restricted banks from bank cards from carrying out transactions on so many websites, which also includes these cryptocurrency platforms. It becomes very difficult for us to use our cards to trade online. Not just cryptocurrency websites, there are also other websites too. For example, Skrill. Skrill was a one-time best platform where Nigerians fund their account using their Naira cards and all that. But now it's very difficult because of the laws and all that for this.
So we also heard about some cases where the central banks freeze accounts of individuals found out to be engaging in crypto activities. Are you not scared admitting publicly that you're into crypto trading?
Well, I am not scared. Now, the reason why I'm not scared, for me, it's not illegal. I am earning my cryptocurrencies in a legal way and not by illegal way because I write articles and then the mode of payment is by cryptocurrencies. So you can see that this cryptocurrency has already been adopted by the world where people no longer need transactions between banks and all that. But with cryptocurrencies, you can still get paid wherever you are, and it's a means of global payment. You don't have to go to the United States to open a bank account just because you want to receive payment from maybe a client. Because apart from this cryptocurrency, I also do graphic design, and connecting that to trying to get clients online to pay me, it's very difficult. So and once this cryptocurrency is there, it bridges that gap between I and my clients. So they simply pay in cryptocurrencies and then I get my money.
All right, if I understand you properly, or if I heard you correctly, you're saying you're telling us that you're into crypto trading, graphic designing. Are you also into any other business?
Yes, I am. And to mention but a few, there are three core businesses which I do. And the one currently that is always bringing in money is that of the cryptocurrency, then followed by my graphic designing. And then the third one is transcribing. I transcribe audios and then I put them into documents and then send back to clients. I highly encourage them to be working class students because I know the pressure in school is not favorable at all to anyone. And once you have your own source of income, it eases the workload on your parents as well. So at least they too should have that rest of mind that you don't have to be calling them every week or every 5 days to seek for food or money or something. So as a working class student, once you're into businesses as well as taking classes, it really helps you to cover that gap, which at times your people, your parents, might not be readily available at that moment to provide. So yes, I highly encourage them to be working class students.
Okay, so tell us, between crypto trading and graphic design, which of the businesses do you love most?
Well, I perform the cryptocurrency business more often than that of the graphic design. Now, there was a time when I didn't have that much understanding concerning the cryptocurrencies. I was fully into graphic design, and hopefully then I even had a website of my own. I was able to design graphics and then upload it to my website for free for users to download it for free. And then I also had that plan to start monetizing the website, of which people will have to buy my designs and all that. But currently, it's the cryptocurrency that's bringing that much finance that is helping me so far when it comes to business.
The website you mentioned, is it still running? And can you give us the address if it's still running?
It has been running for a year plus, but recently my hosting expired. But due to the fact that I wasn't that steady since I laid my hands on cryptocurrencies, and the website wasn't really yielding much income for me, so I drove almost all of my attention to the cryptocurrency world, and that has been what I've been facing since. then. So the hosting has expired, but I still have my domain name. The domain name is still active, and the site is vectorshow.com. But if you try to access it now, it won't be reachable because the hosting has expired.
Are there chances of the site being like back live on the internet?
Yes, I had thoughts of that, but actually there are so many ideas. Excuse me, there are so many ideas when it comes to businesses which I have, but you know, working around them, trying some of them didn't really favor me. Because I also started blogging too. That was back in 2019, if it's 2020. So there was a time I started blogging too, and then I think it kind of drew so many visitors. But compared to my graphic design website, I didn't get that much visitors as I expected. So due to that reason, I had a second thought of bringing down my designs from the website and then using that website as a blogging platform. So that's the plan I have for the website. From the blog platform, I've gotten about $175 from the blog platform. And then, like I earlier said, from the Steemit, I've gotten up to 300 and something dollars from the Steemit platform. So I started the blog in December last year, and so far it has been really going well for me, and I am being consistent. I'm posting there consistently. I think today I even made a post before coming out. I made a post there, and then hopefully I'll still get some earnings from there. And then how I change these coins to my currency, it's by now using these other crypto trading platforms such as the Binance. I use the Binance platform, make my trade, and then get the money transferred into my account using the peer-to-peer strategies. That is, buyers, they buy my coin, and then I sell my coin to them. They transfer the money into my account.
Okay, if you had the opportunity to do things differently, tell me, would you still be a working student?
Yes, I will, though obviously I'm already going out of school, so I'm already graduating. So that will even give me enough time to put all my attention into the businesses which I do. Because there's one thing I do say at times, school at times is kind of a barrier to a lot of us. And most of us don't even really care about school anymore. We just want a certificate and then start doing our businesses. Because as it is now, the country doesn't actually care about your certificate. Without connections, there's no way you can actually get a job in the country which we find ourselves. So connection is very necessary, very important. So school at times is kind of a barrier to us. So me graduating out of school gives me enough time to focus on this my careers.
Okay, you said that some people do not care about school, they're just interested in getting their certificate. Are you one of those people who are not interested in their...
Well, I won't say that. I won't say that. I am interested in my certificate because I know even if you need connections for jobs, you still need the certificate to present to them.
Okay. In other words, if I get it right, you need the certificate but not the academics, the studying and the
No,
rest.
for you to get the certificate, you need the academics. You know, not like Nigeria here where we value, where you need only kind of connections. But you know, in other countries, what they are after is your intellectual, your intelligence. How good are you in what you say you are? You get. So you getting that education from school, it will also help you. It also helps in order to, you know, broaden your light more and more, trying to find where to fit in and all that. So I am not one of those persons who don't find it interesting. I find education very interesting and very crucial, because even without education, I don't think I'll be here sitting with you. Maybe I would have been in one of those uncompleted buildings and all that, doing some sort of nonsense. So yeah, I really do value education. I value my papers, I value my certificates.
Peter Ibini, I'm in 200 level History International Studies, Federal University in Turkey.
All right, Mr. Peter, can you tell us what we understand that you're a working student? Can you tell us what's the nature of your business, or what businesses do you do?
Well, I'm a graphics designer and also an entertainer, a comedian person.
That's very nice. And for how long have you been into this business of graphic designing and entertainment?
Well, before I was admitted into this university, I've been a graphics designer, of which I've been so far to, foster my education. And I think it's about, let's say, going to 4 to 5 years now.
Wow, that's quite a sum. Okay, tell us, do you find it challenging? What are the challenges you face being a student and working at the same time?
Well, there are lots of challenges too, but as someone that is craving for success, you have to work hard. So in terms of that, sometimes going to class, coming back, trying to meet up with clients' demands by doing some graphics designs, in order to make ends meet in school, it's quite challenging. But you just have to move on in order for you to be able to meet up with the school demands also.
Okay, tell us. Can you give us an instance of one encounter you've had with a client during your graphic design that really left a mark that you can't forget easily? One incident that actually happened that you'd like to share with us today?
Well, I actually can't remember any incident, but I think from my experience though, that I've encountered with some of the clients, they are what we call a taste for job. And when you give any client a design and the client is not satisfied, when the client is not satisfied, what he has to do is to make 1 or 2 corrections. But being a graphics designer, you know what you want. You know what you want to design in order to make people to look for you. But there are some kinds of clients that you do design work for, but because they want it their way and not the way it's supposed to be. So you have to give them what they want without argument.
Okay. If I understand you right there, are you saying that you make your designs based on what you like or based on what your clients request for?
No, when you are doing the work, you have to make the work perfect in order for other people to patronize you and to compliment you. But what I'm trying to say is that sometimes it's not always like that. But some clients might want you to do it according to the way they want, so you have to give them what they want.
And that can be quite frustrating sometimes.
Yes.
Mr. Peter, you mentioned being into entertainment too. I would like you to talk about that one.
Well, like I said before, I'm a comedian, and also I am in YouTube, also in Instagram, and recently I joined TikTok.
Okay, these platforms are where you post
yes,
your work.
yes.
Okay, can you give us your channel name and your usernames for the platforms you just mentioned?
Well, I am Comic Biggie, COMICBIGI. You can search for it on YouTube. You can search for it on Instagram, and also on TikTok. I'm there. You will get a lot of funny videos there for you, to watch.
So tell us, how long have you been into comedy?
Not that long, but I think about a year and some months now.
Wow.
I've been into comedy.
Oh, that's very nice. So you're telling us that if we should search the names you've given us in every platform, like YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, we're going to find you. Are you not also on Facebook?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook though. I'm trying to work on my Facebook page, but you can still search for it. You should find it there too.
Okay, so now, since from what you're telling me now, you're saying that you're indirectly telling us that social network can actually be used for good cause.
Yeah, exactly. Social networks can actually be used for good cause and not for the other way around.
Because we hear people saying that social network has done more harm than good to the youth, but people like you are now telling us that this can actually help us to improve and show the world our talent and skills.
Yes, exactly.
Right. So tell us, would you advise students to also be working students, like working while they are schooling?
Well, it depends on the kind of situation, though. Why I'm saying so is because I know that they're actually coming to school to study for studies rather than at the same time working. Like I've said before, it's quite challenging. So my advice to students is that if you already have all it takes as a student to go for your studies, then I don't think working at the same time will be necessary for you because of the challenges. For we that are working class students, it's because of the kind of situation we find ourselves, and being the type that have already started this before coming to the university, we also want to do it instead of being idle, depending on some of our relations for survival in school. You guys do something.
Okay, tell me, because from the way you sound, I think, is it that you're a working student because you are happy being a working student, or because you're doing because you are because of the situation you are into, you feel like you really need to do something and you don't have anyone to run to when you need one or two things?
Although there are two things involved here, actually. First, I was not happy though because of the challenges I was facing as a working class student. But when I find it that being a working class student, I've been able to meet up with the demands, like, buying of textbooks, paying of school fees, without crying, without struggling for anybody first, or to beg for money to eat sometimes. So I find it joy doing what in order for me to make ends meet in school without depending on anybody as usual.
We're going to be meeting with one of the students from Federal University of Turkey. Her name is Susan, and we would like to talk to her too.
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Mr. Stephen from Studio for me, yeah.
Okay.
And we would like to have a moment with you.
My name is Okoro Susan Uzamaka from Department of Microbiology, 400 level.
We understand that you're a working student.
Yes.
Can you tell us about the nature of your business? What's your business like? What you do?
I'm a baker, and I love baking actually. Like, it's part of my hobby, something like I've always loved doing, right from when I was a kid. To the extent that everybody always made fun of me then. I bake cakes, I bake other confectionaries too.
How long have you been into baking?
I've been baking right from secondary school, like the actual kind of baking. I've been baking right from secondary school, because back then in secondary school I used to be in food and not class, and then after secondary school I had to enter a baking class, like professional baking class, to learn how to bake properly. But secondary school, yes, I used to bake some baking in secondary school. Okay.
So, if I understand you now, what you're trying to tell us is that baking for you is not just a career, it's more of a passion.
Yes, it is, exactly.
Oh, that's very nice, in a country like this, to see people who are passionate about what they do, and it's not just about the money, it's kind of rare.
Yeah.
So, that's a very nice one. But since you're a student and you're working at the same time, how do you cope? How do you manage that?
I must say it's not easy at all. It's not really easy, because you have to manage lectures. After you have to manage lectures, you have to manage finances at the same time, and also try as much as possible to be able to connect with students, to be able to, because some people don't really trust your work and all until you feel that tasted it. And being able to get customers to patronize me and all, it's a bit difficult. And the time too. My department is a really stressful department. So most times you come back very late from school before you sit down to even start taking care of others or taking orders and working on your orders too. The time is really something that affects me a lot. Plus again, finances too, it's a bit...
Okay, despite the challenges you're facing in your career and studies at the same time,
Yeah.
don't you feel like you should stop working and just focus on your studies instead?
It's not something, let me say, I actually started this, the whole stuff, this thing 300 levels. So when I just tried at first, because my friends have been like, they've been advising me, okay, you're good at this, why not use it to start up something at least to help to maybe finance yourself in school. Not every time you have to call your parents or call someone else to send money for you. At least you can use it to make a little bit of money. So it's not something that I can say I can stop. Not like I'm doing bad in my academics. It's not really something, it's not stopping me from working hard in my academics and all. The only problem is just managing the time frame from like when I come back from lectures, being able to take care of take orders and work on them and all. That's just the only problem I face with that. And then the finances, it's not stopping me from reading my books and working hard in school.
So
like, it's not stopping me from my academics.
Okay, in other words, you're telling us that you're happy being a student and working at the same time?
Yes, because it's actually something like, apart from the working to get money, it's something I do because I have passion for it.
Yeah, speaking of something you do and the passion aspect of it, you said that you've been making right from secondary school, and
Yes.
You also mentioned now that you started right from your 300 level. Does it mean that when you got admitted newly, you were not baking in school, you just started?
No, not at all. 100 level, we weren't allowed to even cook in the hostel. 200 level was so, the time was so, I don't know how to explain it, but it was so, the timing was so bad for me too, because back then we do have lectures from 7 a.m. in the morning, and then we come back by 6 o'clock in the evening, and by the time I get back home, I'm always very exhausted. So it wasn't really part of my plan then in 200 level. So I got to 300 level and started seeing a little bit of time to bake and all.
Alright, that's very nice. So tell us, after school, do you have any intentions of continuing with your baking business?
Yes, definitely. Definitely. In fact, after school now, what I intend doing is to start up my own business properly, register with the right authorities, and I'm supposed to register with to start up so that it can be legalized.
What was your advice for students who might be thinking of going into business too?
My own piece of advice to students who want to be entrepreneurs in school while schooling is that if they have the passion for whatever they want to do and they feel it wouldn't interfere with their academics, then I'd say they should give it a shot, because it's something that, apart from exposing you to meeting new people, it would also establish you. If it's something you'd want to also go on into after school, it will help to establish you, give you that knowledge and insight of what you'll be going into after school, to help you to be more of a professional after school and all. And it can also be giving you little change, so little money to be able to take care of yourself. Not that you have to depend on maybe your guardian or parents in school.
Yeah, speaking of guardian or parents, I would like to ask this question. Are your parents aware that you're working while schooling at the same time? And if the answer to that is yes, tell us, they're in support of it.
I wouldn't lie to you. I actually suggested this when I left the hostel in 100 level, because like I mentioned earlier, we weren't allowed to cook in the hostel and all. So I mentioned it to my mom, and she actually at first she told me I should focus on my academics and all, but I had to still go behind her back to be baking in school. Just my elder sister and my siblings, actually, they are the only ones that know about my work in school. Whenever I go home, I bake for both commercial and then for my house too. Yes.
Okay, since you said your parents are not aware that you're actually baking right now, what do you think would be their reaction if they were to see this video?
I'm not sure my mom would say so much, because at least I'm pretty sure she'll be proud that I'm trying to make it on my own without so much help from them and all, and I'm sure she'll be very proud of me.
My name is Chukuma Desmond Kosisochukwu. I'm popularly known as MC Talented. I'm studying chemical engineering, and I'm currently in 300 level with the hope of graduating by 2023, which is next year. That's if ASU does not spoil our plans.
Alright, Mr. Kosisochukwu, please tell us what's the nature of your business, being a student and...
Okay, my business as a student. Okay, I'm a master of ceremony. Just like I told you, my name is MC Talented, so the MC there means master of ceremony or a masterful compare. And I'm an event planner. I plan events ranging from weddings down to birthdays, concerts, church concerts, carnivals, and I'm a fashion designer. Yeah, I make clothes for a living and I design clothes for a living. Also, I'm a filmmaker. I'm into script writing. I do film writing. That's screenwriting too, and I do directing and I act too. And I also have this drop of modeling in me. Clothes they fit me normally, so I just had to use that as a side profession. I'm an advert manager and a content creator. Yeah, I create content for your brand, business ideas, and I do public speaking too. That's plenty already.
Wow. I think I'm now beginning to understand why they call you MC Talented.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's a bunch of talent. Do you mind me calling you Mr. Talented?
Definitely, just call me Talented.
Yeah. Okay. Mr. Talented.
Yes.
You mentioned quite a bit of things that you do. Tell us, how do you manage engaging in so much activities, businesses? You do MC, you do fashion, you do script writing, and how do you manage it with your studies? Doesn't it affect you?
Yeah, this question always pops up when I manage my studies. Actually, for the records, I'm doing fine in academics. I have a nice CGPA and I hope on improving more. Scale of preference is everything. There is time for everything. There's a time where I should be in the show, there's a time where I should read at night, there's a time where I should be praying, and there's a time where I should reflect and think of how to improve my craft. Here's the secret. Combining things only works if you have passion for it. There is a drive. There is this creative drive in me that, as much as I do other things, I can still focus on my business part too. So one, I use scale of preference, which is timings for everything, and I always make out time for myself and my academics. It's just arrangements. It's the way you rate them, your importance, your drive, your passion. Trust me, if it's your passion and it's what you're meant to do, you will definitely know how to manage it. Just draw the line.
Okay, from what you're telling me, it seems you're really happy being a working student. And since you do all these things in school, I'm just wondering, are your parents aware that you work while you study, and if they are aware, are they in support of it?
Yes. My mom is very much aware because it helps. There is this stress that is off her shoulders. I can be able to settle my bills and I can be able to settle her bills too, and I'm studying, so it gives her this relief from me, and it helps her to rest and relax. I mean, she's not getting any younger, so she doesn't need to work as hard as she used to. So she just needs to rest and be like, hello talented, I need so amounts, and I'll be like, okay mommy, send your account number so I can make the transfer.
Oh, your mom also calls you talented?
Yeah, my mom calls me talented. And she calls me Kosi too, but she calls me talented. Anytime she wants to be me, she'll be like, tale.
Nice.
So it helps because I settle my bills, and the truth is this: any day you start carrying your own bucket of water, you value every drop. So I value every drop at this point of my life. My mom has taught me a lot. She has tried. She has given me a push. She has given me the home training. Any home training I did not get now, you know that it's me that don't want it. My mom visually gave me everything. Yeah, the home training. So I think she needs to start eating the fruit of her labor. So as a working student, I settle her bills, I settle my bills, and I'm also studying by God's grace.
That's very nice, Mr. Talented. That's very nice. But are you trying to make us understand that you are studying and working at the same time out of passion, or you're doing it because you have challenges that you need to, things and bills you need to take care of? And does that mean that passion is not enough, or you need both passion and challenges before you can become a working student?
Okay, there's one thing about our entertainment industry. Our entertainment industry is quite different from every other industry. If you're coming in for money at first, I'm not saying you will make money. You'll make money, but come with passion and come with content. What do you want to do? To me, it's beyond entertainment. Me chasing after fame, money, and doing my craft and following my passion is beyond entertainment. The aim is not just to entertain. The aim is to be a beacon of hope to the generation coming up. Let's be able to hand down something. Let's be able to touch life. So my main aim as an entertainer and going into entertainment is not just to make money. I want to touch lives. I want to write my name in their hearts that people will be able to thank God because of me. Yeah, because we quote scriptures, let my light so shine before men, they will see my good works and glorify my Father in heaven. So that's the aim. The aim is to give hope to the next generation. The aim is to impact their life positively. It's beyond entertainment. So as much as I entertain, there's an impact I come with and I create behind my entertainment. So I'm working. I will not say I'm not working for money. If I tell you I'm not working for money, I'm lying. I'm actually working for money, but something supersedes the passion. The positive impact supersedes the money, but I'm working for money. So if you're booking me, you should have money.
Of course. Okay, Mr. Talented, please tell us, what are the challenges you've been facing being a student and working at the same time?
Wow. I actually faced a whole lot of challenges being a student and being a worker too, because most times it clashes, and I'm being starved of my night's sleep, because during the day you see me in an event, the night time when I'm supposed to sleep and rest, I'm using it to read. Yeah, I read the whole lot at night. I'm a bookworm actually. So it's not actually easy, because during the day and I'm always on the road traveling because of weddings. Today you're in Delta, the next day you're in Owerri, the next one you're in Anambra. So my night time are precious. So in as much as I do this, I try to create time for myself to read and rest. But most times I read at night, and it's challenging because most times it comes with depression. You'll be demoralized because you have to rush to class, you have to do this, and most times you feel alone, you feel empty, you feel you're not loved by anybody. But it happens. It comes with being a worker and being a student, and most times you'll be broke. You will be broke. You feel like there's no job coming. So you just need to keep up your faith. Don't lose faith, because faith is a feature.
All right. You mentioned being depressed at some point. I'd like to ask this question. Don't you feel that instead of you facing these challenges, being depressed and all that, don't you think that maybe you should just focus on your studies and forget about working till maybe after graduation?
Okay, I want to correct an impression. Education is not a preparation for life. Education is life itself. Being in the halls of the university is not a preparation for life. It is life itself. So if you can handle multitasking in the university, when you go out to the world at large, you'll be able to do well. because multitasking in university is very hard, and if you can be able to do it and do it very well, coming out to the world, nothing is going to be new. You're used to the life, you'll be able to stand anywhere you are. You're able to work under pressure. Being a student and being a worker has helped me to work under pressure. So I can function very well under pressure, no matter how the heat comes, because I've been used to pressure coming from academics, coming from work. So this pressure, in fact, as an MC, one of the biggest pressures you will face is if you're anchoring a wedding. The chairman of the wedding is telling you that do fast or want to go, and the person who is doing the wedding is telling you, MC, do something now, so that sorry, my phone just rang. So, and the person doing the wedding is telling you, do fast, I want more money. That confusion, if you don't have to handle pressure, you definitely fall off your feet. So what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is, just hold on. Depression comes, but we just try to handle it and come out of it. Life happens. So don't see it as a distraction. If you can school, you can still work, and trust me, you will do well. You will definitely do well, because you're facing life already. There is no preparation for it. The future is now. Ah, my God, sorry, my phone. The future is now. Thank you.
Okay, so Mr. Tenente, tell us.
Yeah.
Are you advising students and prospective students that they should work while they study?
I'm not advising. Okay, let me give you a proverb in Igbo. People used to say, okay, so long where man miri, yakon where, okay. That means do what your head can carry. Don't do something because someone else is doing it. Do it because you actually want to do it. So if you see somebody who is working and schooling and this person is doing well, and you want to do the same, go close to the person, ask the person what he or she has done that has made the person able to handle such pressure, and know if you should follow suit. Don't just start, because you might end up falling off on the way. So my advice is this: look out for your passion, look out for how you can combine it, look out for working well out of your comfort zone, and don't follow somebody else to do what the person is doing.
What would you say to students who are actually working but they find it a bit challenging up to the point that they get demoralized, and at a point they want to just quit, and even if they decide to quit, it will still affect them? So what do you advise them to do?
I was expecting this question. While I was contesting for the elections of the SG Director of Socials, which I won, there's this quote that has been my watchword: uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. If you're combining things and it's not working, take a deep breath, drink water and continue. Giving up is not part of the plan. Even the caterpillar thought its life was over, until one day it transmogrified into a butterfly. For every stage of life, there is this level of comfort it comes with. You will definitely find your comfort. Keep working, keep grinding, don't give up. The darkest hour of the night is before dawn. 11:59 is just a second away from 12 o'clock a.m. Don't give up. Keep working, keep striving, and don't forget, try every day to be better than the person you were yesterday. Look at the mirror and look at the person you see and tell the person that you would succeed. You're the best version of yourself. Please don't give up.
All right, thank you very much for a wonderful session with you. And I hope the students out there will have one or two things to learn from this encounter.
And one more thing before you cut this camera, don't forget to patronize me. Trust me, working with me is something you would love to, ranging from your event down to your filmmaking, down to hosting your events, down to life. Yeah, I could be of help. I could be your therapist too. I didn't tell you people, I'm sorry. I'm also a therapist. Yeah, relationship therapist, a life therapist, an academic therapist, a social therapist. So my phone number is actually on the screen. Hit me up, let's talk, let's do business, let's help ourselves grow. And do not forget again, uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. Don't give up. Boom.
My name is Endurance Maurice Lumati, Computer Science and Informatics, 400 level,
Federal University Otweke.
Miss Endurance, what's the nature of your business? Because we understand you're a student and you're working at the same time.
I sell clothes online, mostly for guys. Sneakers, t-shirts, glasses, even boxers too.
For how long have you been into this business?
This February made it 2 years.
And is that the only business you do?
Yeah, basically selling stuff online.
When you say stuff, you mean wears only?
Yeah, wears, wristwatches, whatever you can think about, like fashion items basically.
Okay. So, but tell us, how do you manage schooling and working at the same time?
My business is mostly online, so it makes it a little bit easy. Although it can be frustrating most times because of logistics, delay in deliveries and all. So, but basically, since it's online, I don't get to stress myself that much, because once a client makes an order, it's easy. The stuff just go like straight to the client because I don't get to do it myself, and the client doesn't have to come to my shop, or so I don't get to like leave school.
You mentioned that when people order from you, that you don't do delivery yourself. Can you explain? So how does your customers get their goods?
I use dispatch riders if you're within the same states, and I use normal logistics like drivers if you're outside the state.
And is it safe to use dispatch riders?
Yes, it is. If you're using a dispatch rider from a registered company. I myself, I don't like use any dispatch rider, like just any dispatch rider. It has to be like from a registered company.
Okay.
So that way, if the rider gets to like misplace or run away with the goods, which has never happened, I would like know who to hold responsible.
Okay, that's very good. Tell us, Miss Endurance, what are the challenges you've been facing ever since you started this business?
Getting customers. It's an online business, so I basically source for these items like I previously said. So convincing a first-time customer, that's like the biggest challenge ever. Trying to convince a customer that whatever you're ordering, that's exactly what you're going to get, not a replica or something, like same quality, exactly what you're seeing in the picture. That's like the biggest challenge. I think that's it.
Okay, and have you ever had a situation where a customer got what they didn't order for it because you've seen this trend of what I order versus what I got? Have you ever experienced such?
To be honest, yes, I have, but not in terms of quality, in terms of mixing up orders, like giving somebody else's order, like exchanging orders. But at the end it was sorted out because we had to like swap it back.
Okay, and have you put any measures in place to make sure that something doesn't happen next time?
Yes, I have, like triple checking, not even double checking, triple checking to make sure that I'm not giving somebody else's order.
Alright, but although you say that you do the online business, you sell things online, it's from the explanation you're giving so far, it seems like it's kind of way too much for you handling studies and your business at the same time. Does it affect your education in any way?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't at all, because I'm doing this business from the comfort of my house, and if most times my classes are for like 2 hours maximum per lecture. So if I'm in class and message comes in, of course they'll have to like wait for like 2 hours, it's not much, and then when I'm done with my lectures I can respond to messages. So it doesn't really affect my my studies in any way.
Okay, so tell us, Miss Endurance, are you happy being a working student, and would you advise student or prospective student to work while they're in school too?
First of all, having your money, your own money, is like the sweetest thing ever. And yes, I would advise anybody that wants to like be in school and do something else. I would advise you to do it so far as you can. If you can manage it well, like, and if whatever you're venturing into is not stressful, you know it's not going to be stressful, why not? Like, it's so sweet having your own money.
Okay, because the way you've mentioned how good it feels to have your own money, we are now under the impression that, are you doing this business because of the money, or because it's something you love doing? Is there any special reason why you're into this business, or is it just because of the money?
It's something I love doing. Like, I feel so, I don't know the word to use, I feel so satisfied, or I don't know, fulfilled or something. I don't know the word to use. Whenever my customer like calls me, I'm like, yeah, I've gotten my order and the quality is great, thank you, I'll refer my friends. There's a kind of feeling, I just feel like I've done something so nice, and plus the money, yeah.
Alright, of course, plus the money. Tell us, do you have any intentions to continue your line of business even after you graduated from the university?
Yes, of course, definitely. That's it. I'm not just doing this for fun. Like, I really want to like get like a physical store, maybe when I'm done with school, where people can like walk in and they won't have to like doubt me whenever I say what this is what you're getting. Yeah.
Now, okay. Talking about the physical store, from now, can you make an estimate of when you expect that by now you should have your own physical store?
I don't think I have a time frame for that.
Oh, you haven't thought about it?
I've thought about it, but you guys will know when it's time.
Alright. So you say your products online. Can you tell us some platforms and possibly the usernames for this platform where customers can be able to locate to?
I'm on Instagram. Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at your.best.plug. Should I say that again?
Yeah, please say that again.
At your.best.plug. Basically, it's at your best plug, but there's like a full stop between each word, like your.best.plug. And I take orders to on WhatsApp 0909-422-3508. That's my WhatsApp number.
Does it mean you don't take orders from Instagram too?
I take orders from Instagram too.
Alright. Thank you very much. Before I go, I would like to ask one more question, please. What is your advice to students that are watching right now that would like to be working students just like yourself?
Whatever it is you're thinking, just go for it. Don't think about it so much. If you fail, you can always come out and like start off something new, and I bet you'll be good at it. Even if you fail, you can like still pick up from where you left off and like start up again. You're still young, you still have like time. Even if you're not young, you still have time.
Yeah, of course. Sorry, the interaction with you seems very interesting, so I just can't help but ask more questions. Are your parents aware that you're a working student?
Yes, my mom even prays for me, like, I pray you get more customers. Like, they are very much aware.
Oh, that's a very nice one.
And they're very happy whenever like I tell them like I made good sales today. They'll be like, oh, keep it up, God bless you. Like, you know how parents talk now.
Okay, my name is F.U.O Yabikem. I'm from the Department of Biochemistry. I'm a 400 level.
Wow, okay, that's very nice. We understand that you're a student and you are working at the same time.
Yes, I'm a student and I'm working.
So can you tell us the nature of your business?
Okay, actually I deal in phone accessories. I sell phone accessories. I charge phone for students, which is known as pay charge. I also run a POS vendor, like I move POS for people and collect charges.
How do you manage your studies and business at the same time?
Okay, I would say that managing my studies and business is not a rocket science. I have a sales girl that takes care of the shop while I'm in school, and I also make sure that I use online platforms like my POS. I monitor the transactions that go on while I'm in school, so I know when she's out of cash and when she have cash. Then the accessories, I've taught her what to do and what not to do. Same with the charging, she can now do most of the things. So managing my business and academics is not a rocket science. It just depends on time management. There's a time for everything. I place time in first in everything.
Alright, that's a very nice one. And well, I would like to ask, what made you go into business as a student, or did you come into the university as a working student? Were you working before you came into the university, or you started the business after you came into the university?
Okay, I would say that it's not like I have this kind of I was working before. I have this kind of zeal to do business. Actually, I was just looking for what to do to earn extra cash. I didn't even imagine it to be big like this. I just need extra cash for my academics because of lack of funding from my guardians and parents. So I just need extra cash. That's one of the things that pushed me into business. It's not like I was doing business before. I had the zeal for business. So when I started very small, but to God be the glory, it has reached the level it is, and I know it will still pass this level. So I wasn't expecting something much from the business. I just needed extra cash in order to foot bills.
Alright, if I can understand, you're telling us that you went into this business because of the money.
Yes, it's not just the money, Sha. It's not just the money. Actually, I have a family member that sell phones. You understand? I do help out with him. So I was seeing it that young people, like we students, we like anything that is phone, anything that is technology. We are attracted and addicted to them. You understand? I believe that with time I will still go, as time goes on, I will still go into full-time the phone business. But this is just the starting point.
You mentioned that young people are into addiction. Are you telling us that you're taking advantage of the addiction of students and young people?
The thing there is that one thing about business here is take advantage of what people like and what people like most and what they can spend their money on. You understand? Young people like they like technology a lot. They like their phones. They want it to be charged so that they can be able to do so many things with it. You understand? They like anything technology, their phones, their earpiece, their laptops, they need it to be charged up. Because of the lights that are not in check, they need it to be charged up. And they like getting new accessories. You understand? They like earpiece, earmuffs, everything, anything that can interest them. That's the stuff.
Alright, Mr. Bikem, tell me, are you happy being a working student? Like, are you happy studying and working at the same time?
Okay. I'm kind of enjoying it, although I'm in my final year.
Okay, what are the challenges you face in your business?
Okay, one of the major challenges I face in business, I would say I'll start by location. You understand? Understand when it comes to accessories. Yeah, I'm not in a center of attraction. You understand? For example, now I'm limited to people that are in this area. I'm just limited to this, but that is not the major challenge I'm facing.
So what's the major challenge?
One of the major challenges is challenges of F.U.O. If you check the price of F.U.O these days, you know that you can be able to compare. And another thing is that my generator I'm facing a major challenge with my generator, because my generator is a kind of stuff that you on from 8 o'clock in the morning till 9:30 in the evening, or at night, you understand, and it has been like this for like months. So the generator issue is one of the problems I face. One other challenges is students, customers, customer management, you understand, customer management. Another challenge is workers. My worker, I just have one staff that is taking care of my shop. My other shop is closed down because of lack of workers. That's it.
Alright, tell me, Mr. Bikim, you mentioned fuel scarcity as one of the major challenges you're facing in this business, and you have a generator that you power on from morning 8 a.m. to evening. Now tell us, assuming the federal government are watching this video, how can you reach out to them to help you? What is the message to them to help make your business easier for you?
Well, I will tell the federal government they should do whatever they want to do to make the price of fuel come down. I don't know if it's subsidy, if they have removed the subsidy that is being placed on fuel. I don't know if it's why fuel is costly. I don't know what caused the scarcity. But I'm appealing to the federal government, if they are seeing this video, to do something about it, because apart from me that is making use of it in my store, road transportation has been an issue. Everything is on a high price. In Nigeria now, there is nothing you do without fuel. You understand? Most of the things we run, most of our daily activities is being done with fuel. You understand? So I think federal government should check and do something about the scarcity of fuel so that everything will be normal, because things is getting worse and worse every day.
Alright, despite the challenges you've mentioned so far, do you manage to satisfy your customers? Are your customers happy with the services you render in terms of POS and the accessories itself?
Yes, I think my customers are very happy. They are okay with the services I rendered. And how did I make them happy? I make sure that I provide quality accessories. I don't sell fake things here. I make sure that I give people the best and at a good price. One thing you know about students is that students, they are the kind of people that need quality and at cheaper rates. You understand? They want to buy the best but at cheaper rates. So I make sure that I provide a very good and quality products for them so that they can be able to, and at a discounted price, so that they will be happy. Another thing is that I provide them with a very fast charger. You understand? It's very bad that somebody will charge phone in your store and the person is coming back and still seeing that the response percentage is very low. It's a very poor something. So I provide them with a very good charger that can boost their phone very fast. Another thing is that POS, I make sure that I have a strong network. You understand? I used to work on my network.
Do you offer any kind of home delivery services and online sales?
Okay. Yes, I have a platform. I have a WhatsApp platform that I market my products. Anybody that requests from that platform, I will deliver the products to the person at home. So we are home delivery. If you need any accessories of your choice, we have so many accessories. We have so many power banks. You understand? We have so many power banks, many iPhone earpiece, pouch, speakers, any accessories, phone accessories that you can name. Any phone accessories that you can name, you have it, and they are very affordable. You understand? They are very affordable. With the number on the screen, you can reach us. We deliver it to your house, to your doorstep at a very good price, a very discounted price. We give you at a very good price.
So what's your advice for young people or students who intend to go into business while going to school?
Okay, the only thing there is I will advise young students that want to start up a business, they should know what they want. They should know what they want. If you want to enter into business and you are sure you want to enter into business, go for it. You understand? Don't be scared that you are going to fail or you cannot be able to manage the two at once. You can manage the two. It depends on it all depends on how focused you are. Anything you do in life, you just have to be focused, put in all your best, and I believe the result will be a very good one.
Okay, I have one last question for you before you go, please. Tell me, does working and studying at the same time, does it affect your academics in any way?
I would just say it affects, because you don't expect a working class student to be equal with a non-working class student. You understand? But the difference is not much. The difference is not much. It all depends on focus. Because there are some students that are not working, and somebody that is working is far more better than them. The difference is not much. The only thing there is that some classes, for me as an example, there are some classes that will go late, but a normal student will be there on time. Maybe I have little challenges, but the difference is not much.
Popularly known as the girl from UK. I am schooling in Federal University, Utrecht, Bios State, and I am in 200 level. And I must say, I am super excited to be identified in one of the most enviable departments, the Department of English and Communication Studies. So,
that's a very nice one. So tell us, what's the nature of your business? Because we understand you're a student and you're working at the same time.
Yeah, I am a very, let's say, spontaneous, super talented and versatile person, okay? I am into a whole lot. As you can see, the makeover on my face, I am responsible for it. I'm a makeup artist, I'm a musician, I'm an actor, and of course I do a whole lot. I'm into cake baking and all of that, so yeah.
Wow, that sounds like a lot to me though.
Yeah, I would love to talk about every of my business because I put in passion and effort. So I won't talk about one and leave the other. So I have to talk about everything. So I'm into music, of course. I do all kinds of music, gospel, secular, yeah. And so I recorded a track that was way back in 2020, and it's titled When I Call. It's actually a gospel music. And so talking about acting, of course, I featured in a movie project titled Kindle, and it's not out yet, but once it comes out, make sure you go watch it. It's worth it, actually. So I have 18 scripts, movie scripts, and 15 music that I'm yet to go record. And also I am into makeup and as you can see, I am wearing a makeover, so I am responsible for this beautiful and exquisite look on my face. And of course I am looking forward to becoming an OAP, that's on-air personality. So from there I could explore. So that's it basically.
Alright, that's a very nice one. So talking about the cakes and other businesses you mentioned earlier.
Okay.
Is there a way we can contact you if we need any of those services?
Okay, in case you want to get in touch with a girl from UK, the number is showing on the screen. You could get through to me by calling the number showing on your screen. So
tell me, how do you manage studies and all these ventures that you just mentioned that you're into?
Okay, all right. To be honest, it's not so easy because running the both of them alongside is kind of hectic, but it is what it is. So I'll always try rather to put in my best in both sides and try to see how I can balance the equation so that one will not affect the other.
Alright, so among all these businesses you just mentioned, tell us which is your favorite?
I would say acting because it has a lot of variants. When you say acting, it could be in different form.
Okay.
So
for how long have you been acting?
Okay, I would say it's 5 years now. 5 years. Yeah.
Other businesses you do, tell us more about them.
Okay. Let me start from cake baking. That one is, will I say, it's not something I do often. I do it on demand.
Are you happy being a student and working at the same time?
Of course, I am happy being a student and working at the same time because I learn at both ends. And as a student, I acquire more knowledge, and also working. You know, when you get people patronize you, appreciate what you do. So I'm happy doing what I love to do best.
So in other words, you're telling me that you actually advise students or prospective students that they should work while they're studying? Or do you think they should only do it for passion?
Oh yeah, it should be something you love doing. It's not something that you should do by force.
Okay.
It has to be something that comes from within, something you're passionate about.
So the businesses you mentioned, I can't imagine having passion for so many levels. So tell me, are you passionate about all of them, or are you also doing it for the money?
I am not really for the money. Fine, the money is part of it, but then I'm doing it because I love what I do and I love doing it at the best of my ability. So yeah.
That's a very nice one. Okay, also tell us, the fans or the viewers would like to know rather.
Okay.
What are the challenges you face in each of these businesses you are into?
All of the stuff I mentioned is quite challenging because, okay, for instance, the acting part, it is kind of awful when you try to put in your best and you feel your best is not appreciated. It is heartbreaking, and most of the times, while acting, the weather might, you know the weather. We cannot predict the weather, and then when people are not reciprocating the way you would love them to, it's quite challenging. And when people don't often turn up for a shoot, it's quite annoying, and it's one of the challenges I'm facing. Yeah.
Okay, I would like to know, in terms of academics, what challenges do you face being a working student?
Okay.
How does working and studying affect your academics?
Okay. Most of the times it is the time basically. The time I put in my work most of the times affects my academics. For instance, in the scale of 100, let's just say I give my work maybe 60%, and there's no way I can balance it. If I give that duration to my work, and then my education is lagging behind.
So are you telling me that you're sacrificing good grades for your business?
I would not say that I am giving all my 100% attention to my work. I would say I'm trying to balance the two equation so that I won't be losing at both ends. Okay, so I am making sure that my education and my work doesn't affect me as a person, and then so I try to live up to expectation.
Okay, is there any incident or an occasion where your business and education begin to clash?
No.
You never experienced such?
Yeah.
That means you manage both?
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Alright, so I would like to ask one more question, please.
Okay.
Are your parents aware that you're a working student?
Of course they are, and they give me their full support.
They're happy about that?
Yeah.
I guess that is, every parent will be happy if their child is actually productive as you are.
Of course.
Okay, so what's your advice for young people or students who would like to be working as well?
Okay, I would advise them to keep it real. As a matter of fact, 100% real. Okay, don't fake it. Be the real you, and put in effort in whatever it is you're doing. And I'm sure you will not regret doing what you love doing best.
Alright, that advice was actually for students who are thinking about going into business.
Yeah.
Now, what would you say to students who are already in business and they're getting to that stage where they feel like giving up due to the challenges? What do you have to say to them?
Okay, what you just said now remind me of my favorite saying, which is, there is indeed diamond in the rough. Okay, good things doesn't come easy. You have to toil. You have to hustle. You have to keep the struggle alive because there is indeed diamond in the rough. If you don't understand that phrase, I will break it down, okay? This is diamond. Diamond is something that should be cherished. It is something that is lovable. And then there is rough at the same time. So you have to go through that rough moment to achieve that diamond. That's why I just say in a nutshell, there is diamond in a rough. Only if you keep the struggle alive.
Alright, I was just trying to ask you this question, please. Do you intend to continue with your businesses, or do you intend to, after graduation, do you intend to do something else?
Of course, I will not give up on my business. My business is me. I will not give up on me, okay? So I will continue. In fact, I will make it more elaborate and yeah.
My name is Mercy Joseph, a 400 level student of Mathematics and Statistics, Federal University of Tweke.
We understand that you're a working student. Can you tell us about the nature of your business?
Okay, I'm into fashion, precisely female wears. I make dress, female wears, and also sell Ankara. I sell material, mostly Ankara. My room is my office.
Okay, in other words, you're telling us that you work from home?
Yes.
That's a very nice one. Tell us, for how long have you been doing this?
I started the business when after my first semester. So from second semester, I became fully into it. But then I was in the hostel. What I do is go to people who has machine to make my dress.
Okay, that's a very nice one. But tell us, how do you manage studies and business at the same time?
Well, it's really not easy. Looking at the people who my customers too. The kind of customers I have are people who will just come suddenly and tell you they want to make use of their dress 2 days, 3 days, and probably when school is on section, it will be very difficult for me. Sometimes I had to sacrifice some of my classes just to meet up the demands of my customers, my clients rather. So most times what I do is I plead with them, please tell me the exact time you need, because all what we know that most girls, once they want to make use of some dress, because of the nature of tailors, the way the tailors respond to their clothes, what they will tell you the day that they are not supposed to make use of it, in the sense that they want to get that clothes ready before their event day. So what I will always tell them is, okay, fine, tell me the exact time. If it means me sacrificing my classes just because I need to satisfy them, so what I do is I'll just ask them, please, this is the time. If it is the one that I'm not going to meet up, I tell them that I am not going to meet up.
Okay, in other words, you're telling us that you value your customer satisfaction more than your education.
No, I try to balance it. There are some courses that I know I can actually meet up.
When you say meet up, what do you mean?
What I mean by meeting up, there are some classes that if I don't attend that class, there is no how somebody will put me through that I am going to understand it just like the way the lecturer teaching and the question I might ask my fellow student. But if it is the classes that I know that I can actually ask, there are somebody who is very good at that course or that subject, I can actually sacrifice that time to at least put a smile on my client's face.
That's a very nice one. So tell us, are you happy being a working student?
Well, it gives me joy.
And what gives you joy about being a working student?
My passion, I love, because that alone makes me to be independent. The little token I get from it gives me not just about the money, but the joy that people actually wear your design, and outside there they ask them, who made this dress for you? And yeah, it's Mercy. That joy, and when they refer me to another person, the joy makes me to keep pushing on.
So, have there been a case where you had a fallout with a customer or satisfied customer?
There are several occasions.
Can you give us an instance?
Okay, like a lady that actually told me that she wants to make use of. She told me on Friday that she wants to make use of her dress on Sunday, and she's telling me on Friday. I told her that I cannot meet up that 2 days, knowing that there was no machine at home still by, and the machine I use, I can actually tell somebody, please borrow me your machine, let me make use of it. And I told her that I can't meet up. She had to render all the insult she could render to her. She felt it was a joke, but I wasn't happy with that. It was actually a fallout. Okay, and another one is my friend who asked me to make a dress for her, but there are so many things on ground, and what I did was I took the dress to another person to help me. It's actually the person I normally use his machine. Told him, please run this dress for me. So when I got the dress, what she told, after using it, what she told me was that this clothes, you're not the one that make it.
Okay, you're telling that your customers actually know how well you sell, and whenever they see something that was not made by you, they're able to tell.
Yes, they can easily dictate.
Okay, so what are the measures you've been taking so far to make sure that your customers are really satisfied?
To give them the exact what they want. Exact what they want, if preferable, to even give them the best. Maybe there are some certain things that some persons doesn't know. Like if my customer comes, one of the measures I do is look at their size, look at what fits them, and look at what will actually suit them. Like some persons that are not kind of heavyweight, obesity like I am, will actually see some dress I put on and they will like it. And when they come, let's say I like this clothes, can you make this same dress, this same style for me? I'm like, the first thing I look at is your size and the color of the dress, the material you bring. Because I deal also on Ankara, like materials too. I deal on materials too. So I look at the material, the choice, and the person's color, more especially, not really just the color. My focus mostly is on the size of the person. When I look at the size of the person and the style the person wants, people who are very slim will not, when you make a clothes that are very flat, it will not be suitable for them. So the first thing I do is to check out their size, their shape, and make their dress. So that's the alone give them.
Okay, so tell us, Miss Mercy, what is the major challenge you're having in your business?
Well, me being a student, the challenge I have in my business is because I don't have machine at home. Why I don't have that machine is because I look at the distance from where I was staying to bring in the machine, and I have somebody that stays very close to my house. In fact, my neighbor has a machine, so most times she's an apprentice. She doesn't use it most times. I use her machine. And another one, there's somebody that stays close to my street. Most times he doesn't use his machine, so his machine is always free for me. He has more than 2 machines in his store, but it was difficult for me when he relocated. Well, that's one of the challenge I had. When he relocated, I found it very difficult to meet up. It would take me more time to get to his place, tell him first, come the next time he agreed that I should come. Another thing also, my academics too. Sometimes at night I need to cut the dress, keep it for any day that I will just cut it, keep it any day that I had an opportunity to make. Sometimes when after cutting the dress, you sleep over, you now start to think of new size. Once you don't make that dress, you start thinking of new styles, and when you want to make the dress, it will be complicated. This new style, the style you've cut, the whole thing will be complicated. It's part of the challenge I've been facing.
Alright. Okay, Miss Mercy, we are seeing some designs that were made by you and they look really nice. Okay, tell us, if someone wants something like this, how can they actually get to you?
Okay, it's easy. You can actually get, you can reach me through the number on the screen.
And do you also offer like home delivery services for people that are far away and they just send their measurement to you? Because I've actually seen some people doing that. Do you also?
Yeah, mostly my clients are not even Otweke base. Most times I make dress. So that's most of the people I even make dress for them are people who doesn't even stay around Otweke. The only people I make dress around Otweke are mostly my friends and my classmates.
All right. Do you have any social network, any social media handle that people can actually go through to see your work so far?
Okay, my Facebook page, Mercy Joseph, and I still use the name on my Instagram too, Mercy Joseph.
Are your parents aware that you're a working student?
Yes.
And sorry for cutting short. And if they are aware, what was their reaction? Are they happy about it?
Well, my parents are aware. Like my mom will always encourage me. She always tell me, she'll advise me, please don't overtake, because she knows how this work isn't from school. I didn't start it from school. It's actually what I do right from home. So when I came to school, I started doing it. When I told her, she'll be like, hope it is not actually taking your time for study. You know your primary needs. I told her yes. She tries to advise me to balance it. She's not angry with what I do because she knows what I do. She knows that I can't stay a complete week without making dress, so she knows the passion I have for it. Sometimes it's not really about the finance that I get from it, but the joy that I see myself creating a style for myself. So that alone, when she understands, she doesn't get angry. Neither does my dad. In fact, when I'm at home, my dad normally helps me in some of the things I do. If there is no light, my dad can actually put a light for me, wait for me, stay with me. I make some dress. Kudos to that man.
I think I know he'll be proud of you though. Are you happy being a working student?
If there is anything more than being happy, if there is any adjective I can actually use, I will always use it. I am super happy.
Wow. Okay, tell us, what's the advice for students or prospective students who might like to be working students too?
Okay, well, I have plenty of advice for students or aspirants, anyone. I have advice for them that at least as a student, getting a skill is very important. I know everybody will just look at the financial aspect, but me personally, most times, it's not as if I would charge you less for my own detriment. I don't do that, but most times I don't really look at the financial aspects of it. I have this ideology that where your address, where you cannot be located through your address, what you do, your handwork alone can make people get to you easily. So if you have a hand, I will always advise anybody who is a student, get something to do, get a handwork, and you out there that you are planning to go to school. Like what I always tell my cousin, the best joy I ever had being a student is being a working student at work and also school. That alone will stop you from unnecessary movement. That alone will make you to be focused. There are places that if you're free, you don't have anything to hold back to. Not just the education aspect. There are some certain things that you can actually hold back to. So my work alone helps me to minimize some of the places that they will always say Messi goes, they went to so place, or they see me in so place. Highest, my work can actually help, can actually get me busy. And another thing is the finance too. Even though I said it's not really the first, but the finance, as a people girl, the money also. When you see some persons crediting you, the joy that you receive a credit alert, even as small as it is, when you spend your own money, the joy you derive in spending your own money, the joy you derive in making people laugh. There are some dresses that you actually make for persons that you budget this price and the person gives you because of your good work. Like I've had encounter of it severally. There are some dresses that you actually make for somebody, and with joy and compliment, the person will be like, who made this dress? I remember there was this dress I made in one of it, I think 3 years matric. I wore a gown to a matric. I'm not even supposed to wear that gown, it's not my matric, but A guy from sociology just saw me with that dress. He didn't even ask me if I'm a fashion designer. He didn't ask me what he said. He just said, I like your dressing. Take this. Like, I was super surprised because of what I wore. It was later on when we had conversation, we went out for a drink. He asked me who made the dress, stuff like that. And he get to understand that I was the fashionista.
Alright, definitely. So, what's your advice for students who are already working but they are finding it difficult, or they are facing a lot of challenges and they feel that they cannot continue doing the business? What's your advice for them?
Okay, my advice for them is they should realize their purpose of coming here. They have a reason, and that reason is what? To get the certificate. They shouldn't just keep the work or put their education behind their work. Their education should come first thing first. They should try to balance it, at least make a timetable for everything they do. And I know sometimes working also, you will feel discouragement when you see your customers, your clients not giving you what you're actually killing yourself. You're actually forcing to put smile on them, and they will always give you a discouragement by their response. Just neglect them. They will always tell you a customer is always right, but when it comes to my own work, customer is not always right. I am right at some point, just that I won't speak to you rudely, but I'll try to make you understand. So they should just be strong.
Alright, so do you have any message for your customers or your potential customers?
To my clients, to my customers, I love them. And to my potential clients, I am always ready to receive you guys. My work, I'll try to balance my work with, but please, if you have a mind to patronize me, I don't just do on sewing alone. I also sell Ankara too. I also sell less too. So for the materials, you can actually order. And when it comes to the sewing, the making of your dress, please, I am open, very much open to receive you, give you the best style you want, give you the best design that suits you, that will fit you, that will make you fat. You will see husband. You see husband to marry.
Alright, thank you, Miss Mercy, for this wonderful session we had with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Studio 264.
My name is Akilima Bright Cleverly. I'm from Federal University of Turkey and from the Department of Computer Science and Informatics. I'm in 400 level.
Oh, that's very nice, Mr. Bright. Tell us, Mr. Bright, we understand that you're a working student. Tell us, what's the nature of your business, please?
Okay, the nature of my business is a media company situated in Federal University of Turkey.
Oh, can you tell us the name of this, your media company?
Yeah, it's F.U.O Connects.
F.U.O Connects. What is F.U.O Connects all about, please?
F.U.O Connects, it's a media brand in Federal University of Turkey, and we do news publishing, all media activities, information, and we do a lot of contests and entertainment in the school.
That sounds like a new and nice window, because we actually researched about your company, F.U.O Connect, and it seems to be trending in Federal University of Turkey, Bayelsa State to be precise. Tell us, Mr. Bright, how do you manage a business and studies at the same time? Okay,
talking about how I'm able to balance the wedge between academics and my business. It hasn't been very, very easy at all, but then I try as much as possible to scale the balance, to give it a 50-50, 50 to academics, 50 to business, and try as much as possible to get the best out of both ends.
But Mr. Bright, from what we see about F.U.O Connect, it doesn't seem like what an individual is running. Like, it seems like something that has more hands on deck than just an individual. So tell us, do you have anything working with you?
Yes. F.U.O Connect It's not just a successful media brand just because of my personal efforts. It's actually a collective effort of so many persons that come together to achieve this. And F.U.O Connect is a very large media brand in terms of the number of staffs working in F.U.O Connect. And as of doing this video, we have up to 80 agents working in the brand to make sure that everything is working perfectly.
Wow, 80, that's quite a huge number. And are they all students?
Yeah, most of them are students, but we still have staffs that are graduates of F.U.O University, but still staff of F.U.O Connect.
So what actually inspired you to start F.U.O Connect as a company?
Okay.
And is it also registered?
Yes, F.U.O Connect is registered in the school and also registered with CAC Nigeria under the name Official Connect. And actually I got the inspiration to open a media brand when I was still in underlevel second semester, because I have these enthusiasms for media stuff, and I just believe I could actually make an impact if I should go into the media world. So I got inspiration, and I then when I was still in my underlevels, I had some friends, my classmates in my department. So I met them, I spoke with them, I told them my vision, and a few of them dived into the vision, and we all started functioning, we all started working, and we all started developing the Connect. And by God's grace, we were able to develop it.
Okay, from what you just told us, you're making us to understand that you started F.U.O Connect with a group of friends, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Now, are they still with you, or have they given up on F.U.O Connect?
Yeah, well, okay. I actually started the F.U.O Connect with 7 other colleagues of mine, which happens to be my classmates, and we were all 8 in total. But right now, just only 3 of us that are still from that same department. The rest 5 have been very inactive, and they are out of the brand for now.
Okay, so tell us, because this video will be watched by a lot of students who like to venture into businesses to support themselves for one reason or the other in school. Tell us, how do you actually make money from F.U.O Connect?
Okay, F.U.O Connect, apart from the zeal and the love for the brand, for the media activities, we do also get some kind of compensation, or let me say money from F.U.O Connect, and we do this by by offering some services to students, services such as promotions, adverts, and we also do have some media equipment that we do. We also do rent out, and also we also have our online cafe that we render services like paying of school fees and so many other stuff. And we also host some certain kind of events and some activities that actually get us some funds into our accounts. Then also we also have our YouTube channel also that we also publish some videos once in a while, and also our website which is currently developed right now that we also use to source and fund to the brand.
These services you mentioned right now, if someone needs them, how should we contact you? Like if someone is in need of your services, how should they contact you?
Okay, it's very easy to contact us for any services. You can just dial the number on your screen right now, and also you can also get us on Facebook at F.U.O Connect. You can get us on YouTube at F.U.O Connect TV. You can get us on Instagram at F.U.O Connect, Twitter at F.U.O Connect, and you can also get us on Google Map, F.U.O Connect TV on Google Map.
Oh, from the way you speak about F.U.O Connect, it seems it's more of a passion for you than
Yes. It's a passion. I love the brand, and I love media activities.
In other words, are you in any way putting your business first for your academics?
Yes, I will say that I put business first.
Why is that so? I thought your primary reason to be in school is to study and graduate with fine colors.
Well, the thing is, we actually have a primary reason for coming to school, and apart from the fact that we come to school to gain academic knowledge and all the rest, we also come to school so that at the end of the day we can have a degree that we can use it for work, for job and everything. So apart from the knowledge that we come to school to get. We also come to school because of the money also. So as a student, some of us, we don't really depend on our parents, or we don't really have any sponsor for our education. So our business is actually something that keeps us going. So if peradventure we finish from the school, and definitely most of us will want to look for job with our certificate, and right now in the country there are not much job in the country. So having a business, having a lucrative business that is very, very good, and having a good future about the business, it's much more better, because if you manage to scale through school and you can just continue from your business instead of looking for job. Okay.
In other words, are you telling us that it doesn't affect your academics, or doesn't really affect you, or you don't care about the effects on your academics?
Okay, just like I said earlier on in the video, I said I try to balance the wedge between academics and business, and so far so good. By God's grace, I've been able to balance the wedge. I give my academics, I'm doing very well. I'm having good results because I try to balance up everything, and by God's grace, I actually understood the course I'm coming for, because I'm studying computer science and informatics, and media activities is also connected in a way to computer science.
Okay, but tell us, Mr. Bright, what's the major challenge you're having running F.U.O Connects?
Okay, F.U.O Connects, running it is not without challenges. In fact, every day there is always a challenge, there's always a problem to solve, and I am through so many challenges in the process of running F.U.O Connects.
Yeah, I would like you to tell us, what was the major challenge you've actually faced? Give us an instance of the challenge you run into.
Okay, as a media brand in the school, we have been helping students, but we lack support. We lack support from the school and from the student community. That's the major challenge we've been having.
Okay, what kind of support will you need from the school and the student community?
Financial support. Just like, yeah, because we have at least 80 agents in the brand, so we need financial support to cater for the well-being, maybe for subscription.
Okay, but is the school supposed to support F.U.O Connects?
Yes.
Why do you think the school needs to support F.U.O Connects?
Because
since it's practically a private business that belongs to F.U.O Connects. So tell us, why do you think that the school needs to support F.U.O Connects?
Because everything F.U.O Connect has been doing has been primarily for the benefit of the school, because most times when information is being dispensed from the management, it's with the aid of F.U.O Connect media platform that most students get to get this news as fast as possible. So F.U.O Connect has been helpful to the school, and our platform also on Facebook, on Instagram. Actually, when we make some certain kind of post on our platform, outsiders do get the post, and most persons that doesn't really know Federal University get to know the school and probably get to buy the form and come to the school. So F.U.O Connect has been indirectly affecting the school positively.
Okay, so tell us, Mr. Bright, have you in any way approached the school management for support and they refused to help you or support your brand?
Yes. Not that they've actually refused. Last year we sent a mail from our F.U.O Connect mailbox to the VC, and he replied us telling us that he's going to schedule a date to meet with the media brands. But then maybe because of he has been busy, we've not gotten any response from him.
And so, ever since then, have you made any other attempt?
No, we haven't.
Oh, why didn't you make an attempt? Didn't you think that you should have pursued the matter forward? As in, you should have pressed forward to see if it's going to get any results?
Yeah, we are actually working towards doing that. We are cooking up a plan to not just sending a message again. We're having another plan that we will use to get the VC.
All right. Mr. Bright, you mentioned most students, to be precise, not depending on their parents and all that. Are your parents aware that you're a working student? And if they are, what's their reaction to that? Are they happy about it?
Yes. My parents, they are aware that I'm actually running F.U.O Connect, and they're very happy for that. And in some ways, they've been also supporting me also morally and giving me advice and all the rest.
Okay, tell us, Mr. Bright, because from what you told us, you're in your final year, right? You're in your final year. So when you graduate, what do you think will be the future of F.U.O Connect?
Okay, if I may say this, F.U.O Connects, I intend on building F.U.O Connects from where it is right now, making some innovations for F.U.O Connect from where it is right now, and if I graduate, I'll work more on F.U.O Connect. I'll spend more time on F.U.O Connect because I don't think I'll be looking for another job.
Okay, you will not
F.U.O Connect. I'll work full time for F.U.O Connect.
Okay, that's very nice. So tell us, what was your advice for students who are not yet on your platform, and how should they join the F.U.O Connect platform?
Okay, students that are in our platform, they can easily get the form from F.U.O Connect by sending us a message on our WhatsApp number that is on your screen. They can easily message us if they are interested in being a member of the brand, and we'll definitely accept them also, and we'll also train them also.
Okay, is there any criteria or qualification that are required for students to be part of F.U.O Connect team?
Yes, there's not much criteria. The first is to get the form. We have the e-form that can be filled online, and also we have the physical form that can be gotten. And then after a successful filling of the form, they will have to undergo an orientation/screening. It's after the screening and taking of oaths, then they can be certified as a member of the brand.
Okay, we have a lot of students who are actually into online businesses, dropshipping, affiliate marketing, and the rest. Most of them, their problem is that they don't have platforms to advertise. There are some platforms in the school that we are aware of that are going to be part of the documentary too. And how do these people reach you? Like, how would they reach F.U.O Connect to market their brands for them?
Okay,
sorry for cutting short there. How would they reach you, and what are the assurances you're giving to them that once they come to you, that you help their business get to the right audience?
Okay, F.U.O Connect, it's a friendly media brand because most times we tend to support new brands, new business on campus, mostly student-owned business on campus, because we don't just deal with student business alone, we also deal with outside business also. So F.U.O Connect, we are always very, very ready to help young business, and we're always very, very available. With we have 2 WhatsApp TV, so when this business messages on WhatsApp or via any other platform, we can always help them to post their business, and then they can reach more audience. So we're always very, very available.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Bright, for this wonderful session.
Thank you so much, Studio 264.
Thank you.
My name is Odogunlu Oladayo. I'm studying Department of Chemistry. I'm in 200 level. I'm from Federal University of Turkey.
What's the nature of your business, please?
I'm into fashion designing, that is sewing up clothes.
Oh, that's a very nice one. Tell us, for how long have you been into fashion design?
I've been in this business for like 4 years now, but I'm just starting majorly in this school.
Okay, so where have you been practicing before?
I've been practicing when I was at home since I was small. I've been learning this business, this type of thing.
So it's more of a passion for you?
Yeah,
That's
it's more of a passion for me.
That's a very nice one. So tell us, how do you manage your business and studies at the same time?
That's not a big deal. I've been managing business and studying together. Being able to make sure that time to study and time to read, to devote my time for my business also is there. So I'm managing everything 50-50.
Oh, so are you telling us there's never been a time where business and school has to collide?
Oh, definitely.
So
normally it's happening.
So how do you handle such situations?
You just need to handle the situation based on the period where you have what you think that you can actually do.
Okay. And tell me, how satisfied are your customers whenever they see the designs you make for them?
They are very satisfied.
And you make more designs for male or female? Which one?
Yeah, I make for male and I make for female. But I'm not into female clothes like that. But male, I'm 100% sure.
Why are you not into female?
You know, female with this and that. And so I don't too like to venture into female clothes like that.
Okay, you rather prefer the guys where you have to...
Yeah, I rather prefer to deal with the guys.
And everyone will be happy at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's a very nice one, Mr. Dai. So where exactly do you stay? Where do you run your business?
For now, my place is at Totoaba.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's where I
In other
start.
words, you actually work from home.
Yeah, actually work from home.
That's a very nice one. Tell us, what's the major challenge you're facing in your business?
Yeah, everybody has his own challenges facing, especially when we wanted to start, the Bennies were in this school actually. So it gives us tough time about telling people this is what we're into, about getting customers, and so on.
Okay, these are the challenges you faced. Now
Yeah.
tell me, what are the major pressing challenges that you have presently?
The major challenges I'm having presently is about people knowing us, especially in the school very well.
Okay, but there are media brands in the school that you could have reached out to. We've heard of F.U.O Connects, F.U.O TV. Why haven't you reached out to them?
Yeah, there are a media brand that we're supposed to get in touch with, but we're yet to get in touch with them.
Why is that
But we're
so?
still making preparation towards that.
Okay, you're working towards that?
Yes.
All right. It's a good thing that the school has a lot of media brands that could actually help you do that.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I think you're safe. And now tell us, how do you make sure that your customers are satisfied, your clients? How do you ensure that their satisfaction is achieved?
That's one of the things that normally ginger us very well. About to make sure that our customers were satisfied. Maybe giving them what they actually order. We're giving it to them in full. That is in our packaging, in our business orientation, and so on.
Okay, so what actually makes your brand stand out amongst others?
Oh, that's a nice question. Our brand stand out because we actually know what we're doing. Our packaging is not compared to just ordinary version. Oh, like the one that you're seeing on the screen right now.
Oh, okay, these ones were actually made by you?
Yeah, these are actually
They
our
look very
brand
nice.
thing and
So,
our logo.
okay, in other words, you're telling us and you are assuring us that if someone should actually require your services, that they are sure to get nothing but the best.
Yeah, they're going to get the best. We can assure them they're going to get 100%.
Okay, tell me, are you happy being a working student?
Yeah, I'm very happy doing the work.
And your work is more of passion than the money, or are you doing it for both?
I'm doing it for both. You know, there's no how you say you're doing something for passion. You have to make something from it.
Okay, but there are other people who actually say that they only do it for the passion.
Yeah, definitely. Most people say that. But it's just easy to say. But actually everybody is making money from it.
In other words, it's just said and done.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us, if I require your services now, how should I reach you?
You can reach me on the number that is showing right now on the screen, on my Instagram account.
Okay,
Facebook page.
what's your Instagram user handle?
Our Instagram account, the Ben Wears. You can follow us and like our pictures.
Alright, thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
And your Facebook?
The Benny's Wears.
Okay, these are just the two
Yeah,
platforms you use.
the two on the way for now.
Alright, thank you very much, Mr. Dayo.
You're welcome, sir.
It was nice having this
Thank you very much.
My name is F.U.O Michael Hayodele. I'm from English Department, Federal University of Tweke, 300 level.
You understand that you're a working student. Please, can you tell us what's the nature of your business?
I'm a public figure, online influencer. I like to project things like memes to students online.
Okay, so you're actually responsible for the memes that are flying over the social media?
Yeah, actually.
Alright, that's a very nice one. I myself am a fan.
Thank you.
And I see your memes too. I really love them. So tell us, for how long have you been into this business?
Let me say for about 2 years now.
Yeah, that's quite long. Okay, so tell us, how do you manage studies and your business?
Yeah, seriously, it's not easy. Like sometimes I might want to post something in the next 30 minutes and a call can just come in and let's go to the class and do some kind of stuff. But in that process, during that process, maybe I just forgot like what I want to post next, something like that. Then when I got back to to the house, I would just say, oh, I wanted to post something, but like if something comes to my mind, like I want to post something and I just left the thing before if I come back to that thing, I don't forget something.
Oh, well, tell us, how exactly did you start F.U.O Connects?
It just started during the holiday. That was my year 1, okay, year 2 first semester. I was at home. I just scrolled to F.U.O Connects. Like I love F.U.O Connects a lot. I love what people are doing there. So I just say, let me just pick some things from F.U.O Connects that I will just like expatiate on it and make it fun to students, because I know what students want. So let me just go into that. When I started, it was not really like booming like that, but at some point, so I really thank God it went well.
Alright, because we understand that a lot of students tend to get depressed during the course of their studies, and it's people like you that have actually helped them overcome those challenges. Now tell us, F.U.O Connects inspired you. Do you have F.U.O Connects is a Facebook page, it's a Facebook group, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and do you have a Facebook group?
Yeah, I have a Facebook group, I have page, and I have a normal account on Facebook.
Okay, so but which platform do you always work on?
Right now, my own now is basically on WhatsApp, because I noticed that sometimes, because I had an issue with my mobile phone then, so I went off for some times on Facebook. But when I came back, actually, people were not responding to what I was doing again. I was like, oh, I think I'm done here on Facebook. Okay, let's go into WhatsApp.
So you're saying that WhatsApp is better?
Yeah, I'm sure like WhatsApp is better, because some people might be seeing your post on Facebook. Even to even like it itself is their problem.
Okay, but I usually see your posts on, I usually watch your TV on WhatsApp. And it seems to be a very busy TV, and I've been wondering, what kind of services do you actually offer? Because sometimes I used to see you post people's business there. Tell us, what are the services you offer in F.U.O TV?
We offer a lot of things. Like every morning when you wake up, you see there's one thing that we normally post, morning tea. Here we tell you what that will inspire you, like we guide you through today. Sometimes people used to just text me like, wow, I love this thing, you're talking to me straight, like this is what I even need this morning, like I really thank people, I really get. Then sometimes we do every Monday we do MCM, like that's a Men Crush Monday, and Wednesday we do Women Crush Wednesday too. That's we just select pictures and post. Then on Friday we do Anonymous Night. Then we do some kind of, let me say, sometimes maybe during the midnight we post some kind of +18.
Okay, but there are times, like I think today or yesterday I saw you post health tips. Tell us, how do you come about that? Do you have any doctor that gives you this advice that you now share?
Alright, about the health tips I posted every day, like I love reading about all these health tips. I love them a lot, so I feel like, okay, let me just start sharing it to students, like what they needed to know. Sometimes I talked about sex life. Some people don't know how to take care of their self, like their private parts, all those kind of stuff. They don't know, but I do browse and make a lot of research about that for them to know that they need to do this thing, and that's very important.
So tell us, what inspired you to make these sacrifices on their behalf, to make this research and get back to them?
And what inspired me, like I do watch some kind of things on my YouTube, so like I say, I want this thing in my TV, and I want it to, like I want to show people in this school about this thing, because most of the things I see online, they're not really in this school, so I want people to know more about it and the rest, and help people too.
Okay, let's talk about your academics now. Does your business in any way affect your academic, negatively or positively?
No, it does not affect me, because I can even be in class and just upload it.
Oh, that's a very nice one. But being in class and uploading, wouldn't that affect your studies? Like, wouldn't you be paying more attention to your online business than your studies?
Okay, yeah, being in class, if I want to upload maybe sometimes the lecturer will just say, I'm coming, let me just get something. That period, I will just use that period to do my thing. Or maybe you are just talking and everybody was laughing. I can even use that laugh, this thing, to just create a meme for my audience.
In other words, you prefer not to waste any time. You value every time you get and you make the best out of it. That's what you're telling us, right?
Yeah, that's it.
What's your advice for young people out there who are students and want to be into business?
I just for student out there, but at first you might just see maybe it's very hard for you to do something, but my brother and my sisters, just keep on doing it. One day or more, you will just come boom.
F.U.O TV, that's your business. Is that the only business you do?
No, I don't. Not me. I edit pictures for students. I'm into editing. I'm into video editing too, like graphics, video editing. Then I'm a barber. In fact, I'm a barber. Then I'm a computer operator. I work in cyber cafe and the rest of the things.
Wow, it seems like you're quite talented. You have a lot of skills at your disposal.
Yeah.
So tell us now. After graduation, do you have any intention to continue with F.U.O TV?
Yeah, I have a lot of plans already, but I'm not really I don't want to show it now because I'll be going to my final year now. I'll be starting my project very soon, but maybe later you just see it. Maybe after my project, I will just bring everything else for you guys to see, and I have a lot of plans for you guys.
Alright, but tell us, how do you actually make money from F.U.O TV?
To make money from it, it's very easy, because the money I'm making from there is for me to eat too. I'm not making it for I just mean if you want to do adverts, I can do adverts for you. If you just explain to me that I don't have so amounts to charge, but just help me. I will help you to promote your business because I have a lot of audience.
In other words, you're helping the student community.
Yeah, I have audience I'm only on Instagram too, but I'm just for now. I have about 800 followers on Instagram.
What's the Instagram handle?
F.U.O TV. I need funds, and I do my thing alone. I'm one man mopo. I do my uploading. I do my if I want to do publicity for myself, I do. Then I spend a lot of money to even promote myself. I'm a promoter, but I still have to pay another person to promote me again. Then I create memes. I do a lot of research. I can even post more things at a time.
Isn't the workload too much on you? Why don't you want to get a team?
Yeah, I'm working on getting a team member, but I've tried getting some, but I think they are not. They don't when you are too familiar with somebody. They don't see what you see like. So I think some people, I think I need to get someone outside.
Okay, but you've been running the business for 2 years, like you said.
Yeah.
Right? For 2 years, isn't that enough time for you to have gotten someone to work with?
Yeah. Let's see how it goes for now. I'm one man now.
Alright. Thank you very much, Mr. Michael.
Yeah.
It was wonderful having you.
Thank you for having me.
I'm a 200 level biochemistry student.
We understand that you're a working student.
Oh yes, I am.
Please, can you tell us what's the nature of your business?
Okay. Apart from the fact that I run a perfumery, I make perfumes, and then I'm a writer. I write novels, essays, articles. I write leisurely and also on demand.
These things you mentioned seems like they'll be taking a lot of your time. How do you cope managing both your studies and your business at the same time?
Okay, yes, it actually takes time because writing and running the perfumery is it's not something you just wake up one morning to think and start doing. It's something that has to be done with planning, alternative planning, delicate planning. So as much as it takes my time, yes, as a student, and also as a student who runs a business, so I just try to make sure I fit in the both of them.
Apart from writing and making perfumes, do you have any other businesses?
Anything worth doing.
Yeah.
Anything positively worth doing.
But these are the two that you make the based on?
Yes, the ones I actually major in.
Okay, for how long have you been running these businesses?
Okay, I think I've been writing since I was 6 years. I've been writing since I was 6, and to improve myself and improve my career, I've taken lessons, master classes, to also improve myself in my writing, because writing is, in as much as it's a skill, it's also a business. Writing is a business. And perfumery, I think I said perfumery this year. Yeah. After I took lessons on how to make perfumes, deodorants, what have you.
So I would like to know, have you written any published article?
Yes, I've written a lot of published articles. I've written an essay on violence, police violence, and it was published on the national site of the Society of Young Nigerian Writers. And I've written an article on violence, rape, violence against women, and against the girl child, and it was published on FIDA's national site. And so many articles, both those published on Association of Nigerian Authors, which I'm a member, and a host of others.
It seems writing is more of a passion for you.
Yes, it's a passion because it's something I love doing. I love writing, but in passion too, you find business. In passion too, you find money.
Okay, for you, it's not just about the passion, it's also about the money.
Yes.
Tell us more about your script writing, because it seems you're more passionate about it than the perfume you make.
Okay, for me, perfumery is a skill, writing is a talent. It's something that is inborn. It's something I'm very passionate about. It's a talent for me. That's why I'm so passionate about it, and I've taken lots of measures to ensure I'm better at it each day. So I've taken a lot of classes, master classes on creative writing. I even went ahead to actually work with a lot of organizations on writing to improve myself. You know, they say iron sharpeneth iron.
Can you tell us some of these organizations you've actually worked with?
I'm a member, and I've worked with the International Women's Writing Guild. I'm a member, and I've worked with the Association of Nigerian Authors, Rivers State Chapter. I'm a member, and I've worked with Society of Young Nigerian Writers, and a host of all others.
Talking about the perfume making now, is there chances that even after graduation you continue, or are you just going to focus on writing?
Well, it depends. It depends a lot. I have this innate passion, an innate idea to actually continue with perfumery after school. Like, actually make it a big company, a brand. Yeah.
If someone were to ask now, I would like you to write a script for me, do you also do that, or you just write for yourself?
I do script writing. That's why I said I write leisurely and I write on demand also. Although I have an ongoing manuscript yet unpublished. My first actual work I want to publish. So it's going to be out soon, really soon.
Are you going to give us the title or something?
No. That's my pet baby, my project.
Okay, so how are we supposed to know when it's out actually?
Oh yes, there will be publicity on it on major platforms.
Alright. So tell us, are your parents aware that you're a working student?
Very much aware, they are, and they've given me their full support.
Alright, so tell me, are you happy being a working student?
Very much happy. I'm very much happy being a working student because it affords me the opportunity to explore on both sides. I'm not losing on both angles. I'm doing this and I'm also doing that, and fairly enough, I think I'm carrying them along very well.
So how do you manage the time between writing and making perfumes, because they are two different things?
Planning, like I said earlier, planning does a trick for me. So I have a daily to-do list. This is what I am going to do today. This is the time duration I'm going to give to it. This and this and this, these are what I will be doing for the week, for the month. I plan ahead, I set reminders. Whenever it exceeds the time for this, I suspend whatever I was doing then and move on to the next, which is on the list. That's how I get to it day by day.
But isn't it exhausting for you? And you're studying, you plan, you make your perfumes, you write. Isn't it too much? Don't you at the point feel like you should just drop one and just focus on your studies?
Yes, I'll talk about writing because there are times when I pass through the phase of what we call the writer's block. When at that point I can't continue writing,
I can't do anything, because the writer's block not just affects writing as a whole, it affects every single thing you're doing at that particular period of time, or your academics, but whatever extra thing you have doing. So there are times when it has felt so exhausting, as it is very, very, really exhausting. But that was why I came up with the idea of giving myself holidays, breaks. Saturday, I give myself days of the week. Let's say a weekly holiday. So on Saturdays and Sundays, I don't do anything that's to do with business or academics.
And how is it becoming so far?
It's been fine. I get time to relax.
Alright, so tell us, what's the major challenge you're having in business?
My major challenge in business and in perfumery, it's actually finding reliable customers, actually finding reliable clients who would always be there to patronize whenever needed. It's not easy it will take a lot of conviction to tell your prospective clients that what you're actually making is, if not better, or a bit close to what they're actually using. It takes a lot of time and energy to persuade them.
Yeah. Alright, so tell us, what have you been doing so far to maintain your customer loyalty?
I use advertisement techniques. I give out incentives, like the normal giveaway we have in Nigeria. Yes, I do that a lot. It actually helps boost clients' patronization, because I do giveaways, I give out incentives, advertise.
So where do you make your adverts?
I do my adverts online. Yeah.
Which of the platforms, please?
Every social media platform.
Okay, so if I'm in need of your services, or if the viewers are in need of your services, how should they get to you?
Okay, my number is scrolling down right there on the screen. So in case you need my services, you want me to write an article for you, you want me to write a birthday poem, whatever it is. So if you want to use my perfumes, which they really scent so good, my number is scrolling right there on the screen. So just give me a call or chat me up on WhatsApp.
Alright, so what's your advice for young writers and students that wants to be like you someday?
My advice to young writers will always be the same. Never be in a hurry to publish. To young writers out there, never be in a hurry to publish. Take your time. Write that script, put in all your best, give it all your best, and when the writer's flow actually hits you, continue writing, keep on writing, and you'll be surprised with the finished product you have.
Alright, thank you very much, Miss Sonia.
Thank you.
It was nice having you.
Thank you very much.
My name is Ikechukwu Faith. I'm a student of Federal University of Tweke, Bayelsa State. I studied petroleum and gas engineering, and I'm in 300 level.
We understand that you're a working student too.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what's the nature of your business?
Okay, I make wig and I sell wig. I get wigs. I post pictures daily of available wigs. Place your order and I will get it delivered to you.
You said you will make wigs. You get wigs. Does that mean that you're not the one that make them? Or do you make the wigs yourself?
It depends. Sometimes you can order in bundle and I'll make it myself. Or if you order it in wig, then I get them from Lagos.
Can you explain that for us, because we don't really get?
Okay, wigs come in bundles, like in packets. So if I show you a picture of the hair you're interested in, I'll show you a picture of it being as a wig. And I'll ask you, do you want it to be sent to you in bundles, or you want it to be sent to you in the wig form? If you said the wig form, and I'll ask you, do you want me to make it, or you want it to be sent directly to you? So you make your choice. If you want me to make it, although here in school I make it with needle and thread. I don't have a machine to sew it. So it varies. If you want machine sewn, it has to be sent directly. But if you want hand sewn, then bundle will be sent to me, then I'll make it for you.
So what's the difference between the one made in machine and the one you made there?
There is machine and his hand. Machine, should I say, is more perfect than the hand. But though people prefer the hand sew because you can later lose the hand and make it yourself. But machine sew, losing it is kind of
destroying it.
It's more likely to cause damage than hand sewn.
Okay, so tell us, for how long have you been in this business?
Okay, I got into it fully August last year, August 2021.
Now, tell us, how do you manage business and studies at the same time?
To be honest, it's stressful, but I've not been alone. I have friends that help me, that assist me. Most of the time it's very discouraging when you don't get customers and all. Then coupled with the whole test, assignments, lectures, exam, pressure here and there. But you just have to try and balance it.
Well, since he's giving you these challenges, tell us, why do you still do the business? Don't you think maybe you should just forget it and just focus on your studies?
Because there is joy in doing something for yourself. There is this satisfaction when you are able to produce something. There is this particular joy I get when I make a wig for someone. He delivers it and the person likes it. So I feel like it's more of the fact that I love doing it. It gives me joy.
Oh, so for you it's more about the satisfaction?
Yes.
Not about the money?
It's always about the money, but mostly about the satisfaction.
Okay. So tell us, what's the major challenge you're having in your business?
Major challenge. The whole people place orders, then they come from Lagos. So the most important challenge I've been having recently is the delivery time. They have to obey billets. So people don't get patient enough. I tell you that this particular delivery is going to take this specific amount of time. But then people just keep pestering me when the time has not yet reached.
And how do you react to that?
God help me, because I'm a human being. So most of the time I always want to react with anger. Because I've told you specifically that this is when you are going to get your item. Then days before that, you are coming to come and meet me and shouting that. Mostly of the parts where you come and accuse me of scamming you. Yes, that one is very, very common. But I just try to assure them that their item will get to them eventually.
Have there actually been a situation whereby you told someone your wig is going to arrive so time and it deferred to arrive by that time? Okay,
yeah. The last hair that I sent to someone, this exact thing happened. She's a student here in Otueke. The hair was sent on a particular day. On a normal basis, it's like 2 to 3 days, then it gets here. But it took almost a week. I think he had problem with the Webu company. He said they stopped them in Delta, police people stopped them in Delta, and sharp pent it up. But I was able to appeal to the person that the fault is not from my side, but the person will certainly get the hair. And the person got the hair. She was very patient with me. She was very, very patient with me. She got the hair and she actually really liked it.
Are you happy being a working student, and do you enjoy your business?
Yes, I enjoy it a lot. I enjoy it very, very much. Yeah, I do. I enjoy it.
And are your parents aware that you're a working student?
Yes, they are very aware.
What's their reaction to that? Are they happy about it?
Yeah, like normal Nigerian parents, they're very encouraging. They are happy. They are proud of what I can do. But then they still do not feel to threaten me that it must not affect my studies.
And does it affect your studies?
So far, no. It has not affected my studies. When it gets to time of exam and test, I let my customers know that I'll be unavailable for this particular period of time because I have to focus on my schoolwork. So no, so far it has not affected my studies. So
what are the chances that your customers are likely to get exactly what they ordered for? Because you've seen this trend of what I ordered versus what I got.
Yes. A lot of people, I have testimonies, a lot of reviews of what they get exactly what they ordered. I'll tell you, whatever you order is exactly what you get. Like as you can see on the screen, I have a lot of reviews and testimonies. You don't buy something and I give you another thing. There are different varieties of hair. You have the human hair and the blend. The blend is just like saying the lower quality of the human hair. So when you ask for a hair now, I'll tell you specifically that this one you are requesting for is not human hair, it's blend. So you should have an idea of what you are ordering.
So how do you know the difference, and what's the difference?
First of all, where I get my hairs from, they are 100% reliable. And from the quality, from the texture of the hair, you can tell the difference. So that's how I know the difference from them.
Alright, thank you very much. And what's your drive, as in what pushed you into, because there are a lot of businesses you can actually venture into, so why do you choose selling of hair?
What I choose selling of hair, I don't really know. And I've tried a lot of businesses. I sold clothes, I sold bags, I sold AirPods, like electrical stuff. I sold a lot of things, I don't know, but then this hair just stuck with me. It felt, when I started selling hair, or when I started learning how to make hair, because I started learning how to make hair first, it felt more of my thing, something that I could actually, remember the part where I talk about joy? Yeah, it gives me joy. I'm happy doing it. It's something that I can assure my customer that this particular thing you are getting is original.
Has there ever been a case where your customer ordered something and didn't get exactly what they ordered?
The parts, no. It's just the only parts where I tell you that you ordered for blend. I gave you blend, but you are expecting human hair. You know, when you get hair, due to the fact that it's being transported, it get like inside pack, you know, where people system and all night. No, it's hair, it will get squeezed. So when you get your hair, I always tell them that there are procedures you have to follow. Like you have to straighten the hair because that's like if you straight hair, you have to straighten the hair because that's been squeezed inside the journey. With the curly hair, there are things that you have to do to it to make it come back to like, not like bad hair. It's just because of the transportation. But most of them, once they get it and they bring it out from the pack and they see that it's in this particular shape, they want to start complaining and this and that and that. But when they calm down and do what they are supposed to do, then they realize that the hair is actually quality hair.
So, do you always tell your customers of the procedure they are supposed to follow?
Yes, I always do that.
Alright. Now, tell us, what's your advice for a young student or prospective student that would like to be working students too?
Alright, my advice for them is to start small. You can't always be number one in one day. So just everything is a process, is a step. So they have to start small and they should try to be consistent. Try their best to be consistent. And also try not to make the pursuit of money like affect your studies. Yes, let's put it like that.
Okay. So if the viewers are in need of your services, they need to make it for them or they want to order from you, how can they get to you?
Okay, I can be contacted through the number that's on the screen, and I also have Instagram accounts for my hairs and everything.
So what's your Instagram handle, please?
It's Gabriella's hair. There's Gabriella, then full stop, then hair.
Okay, just like the way we are seeing it on the screen right now?
Yes.
Okay, and are you also on Facebook?
No, as of now, no.
Okay, you just work with Instagram and WhatsApp?
Now. Yes, for now.
Alright, thank you very much, Miss.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
My name is Ago Asantalomachuku. I'm a biology student for the level in the Federal University of Tech, Bayelsa State.
We understand that you're a working student. Please, can you tell us what's the nature of your business?
Online vendor. I sell things, clothing like bags, clothes, like both male and female unisex. So that's what I do.
Alright, thank you. For how long have you been into this business?
Well, I've been in this business for like 4 years now. Yeah, for like 4 years.
And why did you go into the business in the first place?
Because firstly, I like fashion. That's what I do. So I like doing it. That's why I'm into it.
Okay, you're not in it for the money?
Actually, we need the money, but you know, we do what we like. We love doing.
Now tell us, how do you manage working and being a student at the same time?
God, that's the hell of it. At times, we might try to post something online, and at the same time, we might like to attend lectures. You know, sometimes the team might collide together. We might not be able to meet up, posting everything we need to post on time. So we might be rushing to attend classes and the rest of them.
How lucrative has this business proven to be so far?
Online business, yeah, is something that is very lucrative. Firstly, you don't have shop, it's just something that you do online. At least you'll be getting little money from it. At times your customer will just be like, no, this thing is very expensive. So you have to cut off the money just to meet the demand of your customer. But if I'm to say yes, it's very lucrative. As a student, that is just helping ourselves in school. So
do you actually think it's a good idea for a student to go into the kind of business you do to survive in school?
Yes, it's actually good, because it's just something that you just need your phone and your data. Because some of us, we just have data, we just be using it and watching TikToks, going to Instagram, Facebook, watching videos there, doing nothing. So when you enjoy yourself, maybe you find something to do online, like sell clothes online. You can get customers that can patronize you, even if it's just 1K that you get from it. It's something. when you watch Instagram, you cannot, you end up losing everything, both your data, your time, and everything, without gaining anything in it.
In other words, so, you're saying instead of wasting data doing nothing online, someone can actually use it for something useful that will actually earn them some money.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. So what are the challenges you've had in this business so far?
Oh, mostly as a student, and the area I am, there is network issues. That is number one. And at times, me trying to attend to customers, when customers call and customers say that I can't reach you due to the network, and at times I'll try to post something online. It will take 2 hours for me to post something online. Network is actually the problem I'm facing now. And secondly, time to meet up with customers, time to go to class, time to attend lectures, time to read everything. And oh God, it's really stressful, I have to say. It's very, very stressful, but in everything we give thanks to God.
Okay, but the way you sound, it seems like your work is actually a very stressful one, and it's really weighing you down in terms of stressing you out. Don't you think maybe you should just forget about the work and just focus on your studies?
I cannot just stop.
Why?
Because it's what I love doing. I can't just stop. At times I might get this challenge, like I won't say anything a day or close to 1 week, but I'll feel like, oh, let me give up. But at the same time, I won't. Doctor is what I like doing.
Are your parents aware that you're a working student?
Yeah, they are aware.
And what was their reaction to us? Are they happy about it, or are they not in support of it?
Actually, my parents are support of it. Due to, yes, I'm helping myself through it. At times they might not have to give me, and I have to do it myself. Due to I have something online to sell, so they are really happy. They are happy about it.
But tell me, doesn't this affect your studies in any way? Like working and being a student at the same time, does it affect your studies?
No, it doesn't, because there is time for everything. There is time to post online, time to read, time to attend classes, time to attend to customers. I cannot be in class and I will be attending to customers, no. And I cannot be attending to customers and at the same time be in class. It's not done like that. So actually, there's time for everything. It doesn't affect anything.
That's a very nice one. But tell us, this product you sell, if one of the, say the viewers or someone is interested in your product and wants to get an item from you, how do we contact you?
Yes, you can contact me because I'm always online on WhatsApp. 247, I'm online. The numbers are displayed on the screen. That's my 2 WhatsApp number. You can reach me, you can WhatsApp me, you can call me. And you can also visit us on Facebook at Flawless Collection. We don't have Instagram yet, but we are working on that.
Okay, so tell us, what are the chances of we getting exactly what we ordered from you?
You get exactly what you order. So far is what I post and you like it, you get it exactly. If it's something that comes in a box, you get it in a box. If it's something that comes just like that, you get it like that.
Oh, okay, so you are not part of those that victimize people of what to get versus what you ordered?
No, Flawless Collection.
And there has never been a situation whereby a client ordered something from you and got something else?
No, I have so many testimonies on that. My customers, they're always in positive feedback. I haven't sold any clothes and they complain. There is complaint about it, or this one is not like this one is not like this. They're always giving me positive feedback. As you can see the reviews, see the testimonies. I have a lot of testimonies, so we cannot give you what is not ordered for.
Alright, so tell us, what's your advice for students or prospective students that wish to go into the kind of business you do?
My advice for students that want to go into an online business is not that it's not easy, but we have to keep trying. We have to keep grinding. At a point, they say every hustler have a payday. So when you keep hustling, posting online, keep on posting online. You might not sell each day that you post, but you keep on posting. Don't give up. One day, that person that keep on viewing your status every time, telling this thing is fine, maybe the person might keep on asking you how much. One day the person might buy. So you don't have to give up. If you're going into an online business, just know that it's not a steady something. It's not a must that you say every day that you post, but you keep on trying.
Okay,
That's
so
my advice.
okay, so what do you tell? Because you mentioned earlier that there are situations when you feel like giving up, and you feel like giving up on the online business that you do, but then you have to keep up the spirit, trying to stay positive, knowing that you still sell. Tell us, what's your advice for other students that might be in that shoe right now?
Okay, my advice for you there, watching me. Yes, it happens to me at times. I'll feel like, why am I even doing this? Why I know that I'm not getting anything? But another time, maybe the upper week, I might try to post again, and one person just ask me how much. I'll now tell the person. So you don't have to give up because this thing is not. Maybe you might one day you won't have data to post things online again. You just keep quiet. Anytime you have data, just try and make sure that you post. Even if you can't sell that time, just make sure that you keep on posting and try to join these post online, pay for adverts, and you might get, that's way to get customers.
Okay, so tell us, because you said you're in your final year for 100 level, you're a student of biology. So tell us, do you intend to continue with your line of business after studies?
After schools, me, I'm trying to open my own shop. Be doing it both online and offline. That's my plan after school.
Okay, in other words, you're not having any plans of actually making use of your certificate after graduation?
Yeah, you can make use of your certificate, you can get work and be working, and your shop, you might put somebody there, be coming there times to time to check up on something, so it doesn't affect anything.
Isn't that risky, like handing over a shop to someone else to manage for you? Because there have been cases where people did something like that, and at the end of the day, everything goes down.
Well, there is nobody to trust in this world again, but what to do now? For your life to keep on moving, for you not to kill your passion and everything, you have to do it. Yeah, you have to do it. Even if the certificate, please God knows, sha.
Eweru Eloho in Petroleum and Gas Engineering 300 level.
We understand that you are a student and you're working at the same time, so can you please tell us the nature of your business?
Okay, basically I teach mini importation, online mini importation from China, and I also sell bags and slippers, fashion bags and slippers and tops and perfumes. Then I make press on and I also make nails. I sell those, all of that.
Wow, that's quite a lot. Tell us, for how long have you been doing this?
Oh, okay, I've been doing nails. I've been making nails since, I think, before I gained admission into the school. That's 2017 was when I started, and started getting better. In my year one, I usually do it for people in the hostel. Okay, I didn't have any way to market myself, or should I say I was shy to meet people and talk to people about it. But okay, it was just making of nails, but now I also do press-ons because people find making nails stressful, and all of that. Some people don't like to wear nails for long, they just want to use it for that event and then take it off. So I decided to go into press-on nails.
Alright, you also mentioned the mini importation. Can you tell us more about that?
Okay, mini importation from China. I teach people online how to import stuff from China. I started that 2020. I have some agents in China and in Nigeria here, depending on the one you decide to use. At the time, I was also an agent, but it became too stressful for me because of schoolwork and all of that. So I have my trusted Nigerian agents where I refer people to. After teaching them the class, I give them their numbers and the warehouses, location, and all of that. Most times I help my students during their first or second. I take them through the process during their first and second importation to make sure they get their goods delivered to them.
Alright, it's understandable that your agents in Nigeria are trusted agents based on the fact that you are in Nigeria and you get to meet them. But how reliable are your agents in China? Do you travel to China to meet them, or how sure are we that these people can actually be trusted?
Okay, they are registered. I'll give you an example. The one I was using, that's this thing, Sky Cargo. They work with Walmart agents. They work with Sky Cargo, and the agents are based in China. They check your stuff, make sure everything is complete, send you pictures during every process, and package it for you, and it gets down to Nigeria here. You go pick it up at Sky Cargo warehouse, and you can chat with them. They will always respond.
Okay, but has there ever been a situation whereby they failed to deliver?
Yes, there was a time they failed to deliver. But my package came, but then they didn't add some of the stuff I ordered for, and I had to text them first and complain before they refunded my money. That was the only time.
Okay, in other words, you're telling us that even if such a situation should arise, that the person will have his or her money refunded back?
Yeah, you always have your money back.
And have you done anything or taken any measures to ensure that such does not happen again?
Yes, I did. I stopped using them. I decided to work with just my Nigerian agent, because once she'll give you updates at every time. If you're not getting, if something is out of stock, she'll let you know. Unlike the Chinese agents, they just sent my package like that and waited for me to get it, and then discover that this stuff was not available before they now refunded me.
Okay, but you just told us that you teach people how to import from China. So if you are no longer dealing with people that your agents in China, how come you teach people how to import from China?
It's the basic process. You send your, I was dealing with agents because I was also an agent. I remember I mentioned that part. But what I teach them how to arrange their links and all of that. When they send to their Nigerian agent, she does all the work. They just have to sit back and relax. When she's done, when she has placed their order, she sends their tracking number, and once their goods have arrived, they'll get a notification and go for pickup.
Okay, in other words, you're trying to say that if people want to learn how to import from China, you can actually show them the way, but dealing with Nigerian agents is easier and safer. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
So tell us, how do you manage business and studies at the same time?
How I manage business and studies? Okay, I try not to. My department is not so tedious, but to an extent it is. So I mostly work during the holidays, and when I'm in school, only when I get special orders, I focus on those ones. But from time to time, I don't really work when I'm in school. It's mostly when I'm at home. I take this person's order, I take this person's order, I give a time frame of when I'm going to place the order and all of that, so I'll give them time to prepare their money and everything. So I'm sending the order just once, and when it comes, I dispatch their goods to them.
Okay, and are your clients always patient enough to wait?
They are always patient. Those that cannot wait, I refer them to another agent.
That's a very nice one. But tell us, from what you said so far, is your work more of a passion for you, or are you doing it for the money?
Okay, the China importation is for the money, and I kind of enjoy it also, but what I have passion for is the perfumes and the nails. I really have passion for this too. I love making nails. It's beautiful art and all of that, and then I love nice smells. Then I love perfumes. I really love nice scent. I have a thing for picking up scents from different places. It's like a game for me. Whenever I pick up a scent, I'll try to remember the name of the perfume and all of that. So selling perfume is fun for me. I can get the perfume someone is using, and then I have your perfume and all of that.
Okay, so tell us, how long does it take you to prepare a perfume?
To prepare, I do not prepare. I have someone I order perfumes from Lagos State.
Oh, okay. You're not actually the maker, you just order them?
Yes, I just
order. So how long does it take for you to deliver a perfume?
If you ask for it today. I think because people have different orders and all of that. It's not just oil perfume, pocket perfume, smart collections, body sprays, body mist, roll-ons and all of that. So I'll tell them I'll get it for them by weekend. So any other person that's placing a special order, that's if I don't have it on ground, I'll place the order I think on Friday, then I get it on Saturday and give it to them that same day.
Okay, so what if kind of emergency that someone needs the perfume as soon as possible?
Someone needs the perfume as soon as possible. I have a friend that also sells. If I have two friends that sells actually, if I don't have it and it's urgent, I can get from them.
In other words, there have never been a situation whereby you disappoint your customers?
Yes.
Okay, that's a very nice one. But tell us, are you happy being a working student?
Yes, I'm happy being a working student because it takes my mind off things, you know, when I'm not busy. When I don't have any schoolwork, I tend to think about my business and how to grow it and how to be better and make more money. Call him all the time for money, and it's chill.
Speaking of are your parents aware that you're a working student?
Yes, they are very much aware.
And what's their reaction to that?
My parents, they support, especially my mom. So, okay, whenever I'm at home and I want to go get some stuff from the market, she was like, go with me. She'll give me, sometimes she wants to go with me, sometimes she'll give me advice, and when I come back, she'll help me to do the accounting and everything. I get support from them. Okay,
so is there any kind of fee or special class for people that wants to learn how to import from China?
Yes.
And how can we contact you if we're in need of search?
Okay, you can contact the number displayed on the screen.
Okay. And can we contact the same number too when we're in need of your perfume or nail services?
Yes, that's the same number.
Alright. Now, I would like to ask you, do you have any intention of continuing your businesses after graduation?
Yes, I will, definitely. I will continue the business because it's, for the mini importation is something I learned, I paid for, and I enjoy teaching. Most times I enjoy teaching and it gives me money, so definitely, it's something I do from the comfort of my home. I just deal with my bed and I'm teaching a lot of people and people come to me. I also make friends from there, so I will definitely continue. And as for the perfumes, I really love perfumes and I also love making nails. I like looking good, and I like smelling good, so I'll definitely continue.
Okay, we'd like you to tell us what are the major challenges you face in each of the businesses you do?
For the mini importation training, that should be bad network. Sometimes I want to call my students or I was nice to fix a time and then network just disappoints. I have to reschedule. And for the nails, sometimes the customers are not specific, or yes, sometimes they are not specific, and sometimes they request for some kind of colors that I do not have. So, and being in Otueke here, they have limited stuffs here, but if I'm in Lagos, I can always get it anyway. So I have to go an extra mile to go and look for these stuffs, and sometimes it will cost me, or my gain might not be up to.
You also offer home delivery and home services too?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I must confess you are a very hardworking young lady. Keep it up. And
thank you.
I would like to ask this final question. What's your advice for young people who wants to be like you, like working students?
Okay. For young people that want to be like me, it's not easy, but you just have to set your eyes on the price. Know what you're chasing, know what you really want, and go for it. Regardless of whatever anybody says or how you feel sometimes, you have to go for it and you get to enjoy it. Another advice for people that want to be like me, put God first in your business. Always involve God in your business.
Alright, thank you very much. We are happy having you. And it's been a wonderful experience, and I hope a lot of people have one or two things to learn from you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
My name is Bukason, and I'm a student of Federal University of Turkey, Chemistry Education 400 level.
We understand you're a working student too.
Yeah.
Please, can you tell us what's the nature of your business?
I'm a digital marketer. But in this digital marketing, I'm based on telecommunication. The products I work with is the telecommunication products. But I market my business digitally.
For how long have you been in this telecommunication business?
I've been in this business for over a year now. I've been working as a network marketer. I've been marketing telecom products and building a network. Building a network system that pays me on a daily basis.
Okay, so tell me, is your business more about the money or other passion?
My business, why I so much love my business is, why I do my business, I tend to build others, mindset, morals, and not just money. We're not just focusing about money in my business. We build people also to be better in society, not just money.
Tell us more about your business. Like, what are the services you render?
Like I've said, we render telecom products, and these telecom products are airtime and data, cable TV subscription like GoTV, StarTime, DSTV, and also payment of electricity bills. But mostly where we are concentrated at is the airtime and data, because these products are products that are consumed on a daily basis by individuals, and people cannot really do without airtime and data mostly in this 21st century, because we are now in the digital era and people go online on a daily basis. So for you to be connected and for you to communicate with your loved ones, we consume airtime and data on a daily basis.
Okay, Mr. Kevin, tell us, being in the student community, how does your business actually help the students who live around here?
My business really helps students. Why? Because even as a student, you need airtime and data on a daily basis. Because most of the assignments they will give to you, you do it online, you need data, you communicate with friends and family, you need airtime. So students tend to consume these products on a daily basis. So these products are just like expenses we have. So why not start making money from these your expenses? Because since you spend on a daily basis for airtime and data, you can be getting something back.
Can you tell us more about that, please?
All right. Now, we offer VTU. There's a VTU platform, VTU, which is virtual top-up. We offer VTU. Now, before I go into that, let me explain what is VTU. VTU is a visual top-up. It's a platform that can enable you to earn back a percentage from the money you are using to recharge your phone, buy data, paying cable TV subscriptions, and also payment of electricity bills. And this VTU, this visual top-up platform, is the platform that all banks are using. All banks are using this platform to make money, and they couldn't live with the platform. And not just all banks, most international companies like Jumia, Longreach, and other, you hear things like Okash, OP, all these loan apps, they have VTU in them. Why? Because they found out that people are consuming these products on a daily basis and there is millions of money coming out of it. So they tend to go into this VTU business. Understand? This VTU was really expensive back then for people to have it individually, but there is a company that came up, Top Up and Get Reward. Top Up and Get Reward is a company that came up, and when they came up with a VTU platform. They compress this VTU platform to an extent that you can own it as an individual. And when you own this VTU platform, you can start making money from your recharges. You know, whenever you recharge from the bank is earning a little percentage from the airtime buying the data you're buying. And banks are making millions out of it because they have millions of customers. What they intend to do was to transfer all these customers to their VTU database. Then they will give you an auto record that you can recharge your phone from the bank. Now, whenever you recharge your phone from the bank, a percentage is going back to the bank. Not just you, but millions of people are recharging their phones on a daily basis. So banks are making millions on a daily basis. That's why banks cannot just do without the telecom business, because they're making millions.
Okay, Mr. Kevin, I'd like to ask this question. What do your customers stand to gain by patronizing your business?
They stand to gain a lot, because if you work with my company, it's not just that you are going to be earning from all the airtime you are buying, all the data you are buying, you know. Just imagine that you are be earning a little percentage of money from all the money you'll be spending from airtime and data. So the day you got your SIM card, you know that is something. So when you work with my company, you're going to be earning from all the airtime and data you are buying, and it doesn't just end there. With your own personal VTU platform, that is when you are registered with the company, they are going to offer you your own personal VTU platform. And with that VTU platform, it's not just limited to yourself only. With your VTU platform, you can use it to carry transactions for people around you, your family, friends, and colleagues, and make money while carrying out the transaction for them.
Okay, you talk about a little things here, but I'll try to grab some. You mentioned the VTU platform. Can you tell us what the VTU platform majorly all about? Because most people don't really understand. Some people are just hearing this for the first time.
All right, the VTU means virtual top-up. Virtual top-up, and it is a digital platform that can help you recharge your phone, buy data, and also pay other bills like GoTV, like I've mentioned, DSTV, and also payment of electricity bills. Those are the core things that you can do with the VTU platform. Yeah, it's a digital way of recharging your phone, topping up your phone easily at your own comfort zone.
So tell me, would you advise students to join your VTU platform?
Yeah, I'll advise every student in the campus to join this business and own a VTU platform for themselves. Why? Because every student do recharge his or her phone, do buy data. So as far as you consume this product, you are supposed to be earning from it. You have the right to be earning from it. And it's a very interesting stuff for you to be earning from your recharges. You know, every student is entitled to have a VTU platform. It's not just limited to some starting persons. But since you buy time and data, you can start making money from it very easy.
Alright, that's a very nice one. Some people are watching you out there will get interested in your line of business and would like to be like you. So can you tell us how can we contact you, or how do we go about the registration?
Alright, contacting me is very easy because there is a team. There is a business team that offers a VTU platform, and they are in the campus already. So for you to get a VTU platform easily, you just need to contact the Cash Gain team. You can see the clothes I'm wearing and the cap I'm putting on. The Cash Gain team offers a VTU platform easily to students. So for you to reach the Cash Gain team, you can reach us through the number that is displaying on the screen.
Alright. So tell us, what's the major challenge you're having in this business?
The major challenge I'm having in this business is, you know, when you have a VTU platform, it's a business. You know, it's not an investment platform like Ponzi scheme or other stuff. It's a business. So when you have a VTU platform, you are owning a business already. And one major challenge I face in my business, this is a business you can do online and offline. You can do them together. And one major challenge I face is, I think, is familiarity. Familiarity. When people are too familiar with you, they see your business as something that this guy said, see the talk, you know, all this kind of stuff, because of too much familiarity, right? And also, if you take it to the online world, you know, scams are all over the place, all over the internet. So people see every opportunity as scam, and that's the major challenge I'm facing, because almost everybody thinks everything is scam now, because nobody wants to trust anything anymore online.
That's true, and we've also seen a lot of visual VTU platforms out there, but we would like to know what makes your one stand out amongst the others.
Is that they are registered with this company, Top 100 World, the one Cash Gain are working with. They are registered with the CAC and the NCC. They are fully known, and they have been on ground for 3 years now. They have been working, and they have been generating millionaires in Nigeria using their VTU offers that we offer to different individuals.
Okay, tell us, ever since you started this business, have you ever felt the need to just quit and just focus on your studies?
Yeah, every businessman, as far as you're doing something, sometimes you feel the urge, there is an urge to quit. And sometimes you feel discouraged. Life cannot just give you what you want, you know. So sometimes you feel discouraged doing something. Sometimes people call you scam, it discourage you. Sometimes people see your business as something that is not working. That is it. Sometimes you feel discouraged, but you just need to keep pushing. You know, it's a business, and building a business is not easy.
Alright, I have this question for people that might like to join too. I myself might also decide to join, but I have this question for you, Mr. Kevin. Tell me, this VTU, does it come with packages like silver, diamond, platinum packages and so on? Or is it just a one-time fee, something? Tell us more about that, please.
Yes, getting the VTU comes with different packages. And you know, the VTU is really interesting that it carries a lot of features in it. And for you to own a VTU, first of all, you register, then you activate. And in the activation, there are different packages. This is where the packages come to play. And you can activate your VTU with as low as 2.5. That is the mini Prel package, and we have the 2.5 package, the 5,000 naira package, the 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, and 100,000. Those are the packages available for you to activate. And one interesting thing is you can start with any package of your choice and choose to upgrade anytime, any day as you are making money with the VTU. All right, and the VTU carries a lot of features. Like this VTU, you can be printing out recharge cards. You know, there is a POS feature. There are a lot of features in the VTU. You can even be topping up. You can be doing international top-up, which is recharging for different, over 70 countries, I think, different countries.
It seems like a very exciting and interesting endeavor. Tell us, does your business in any way affect your studies?
Yeah, for sure. Everything is time. The more time you give to your studies, the more better you become in your studies. The more time you give to your business, the more better you become in your business. So my business, since I'm doing a business, and this business, like I've said earlier, is a business that we don't just concentrate our minds on money, but we build people. So sometimes people tend to be reaching you online, and if you're not online, you get some people discouraged. They like seeing you online, most especially if the people you have with you are online, but you get them online, right? So it affects my studies because I divide my time. Some of my time to my studies and some of my time to my business, of which I'm supposed to be giving my full time to my studies since I'm a student.
Alright, so what's the advice for students who would like to be like you?
My advice for students is every student should have something doing, not just studies. I will encourage every student to have something doing, something legal doing, not just studies, because our economy today that is another story of itself. Our economy today, you know how it is. So I would advise every student to look for something doing, and I really prefer students doing VTU business, because the VTU business is something you can carry with you anywhere you are going to. Even in class, you can be doing your VTU business and be making money with it. It's not like a stationary business where you need to have a shop and stay in your shop. If you're not in your shop, some people will come and say, where is this person going to? You know, it's a digital business, so you can carry it wherever you're going to. Wherever you're going to, you can be making money anywhere you are, even while you're sleeping. I'm making money with the VTU.
All right, thank you very much. We are glad having you today.
You're welcome.
I'm Omosede Omosage, a student of Federal University of Tweke, Biochemistry 100 level.
So what's the nature of your business?
I'm an online vendor, a drop shipper to be precise.
Okay, that's a very nice one. Tell us, what do you say exactly?
Male and female wears, jewelries, perfumes, hair, and I also make hair. Yeah.
Okay, that's a very
shoes.
Yeah. Oh, you also sell shoes?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us, for how long have you been doing this business?
It's not up to 2 months.
Oh, you just started, and how has the experience been so far?
Interesting.
And does it help with the finances in school?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, tell us, what's the major challenge you're having in this particular business?
When someone orders something and asking my supplier, she's telling me out of stock, and I will have to refund the person. It's frustrating. It's heartbreaking.
Alright, so tell us, have you been doing anything to stop such from happening?
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
You know, making sure the goods are on ground before collecting money.
What are the assurances we have that we get exactly what we ordered from you? Because we've seen this trend of what I ordered versus what I got. So tell us, what are our chances of getting exactly what we ordered from you?
I'm giving you 100% assurance that you're getting what you ordered.
And has there been a situation whereby a customer ordered something from you and got something else?
No.
Okay. In other words, you are trustworthy and we are definitely going to get whatever we order from you.
100%.
And okay, tell us, if you want to order something from you, how do we contact you, please?
You can contact me via WhatsApp or put me on call through the numbers displayed on the screen.
Alright, that's a very nice one. Tell us, are you happy being a working student?
Yes, I am.
You are happy being a working student, and are your parents aware that you are a working student?
Yeah.
What's their reaction towards that?
They are happy
Are they in support of you doing business while you study?
Yeah, they are.
Okay, tell us, how does working and being a student, how do you manage both?
Honestly, it's not easy. It's not. But I do my businesses like mostly in the evening because of school.
Okay, in other words, you try to balance both your business and your studies.
Yeah.
That's a very nice one. So are you advising students who are not doing anything yet but are in need of finances, are you advising them to go into businesses just like yourself?
Yes.
And would you advise online businesses for them?
Yes.
Okay, that's a very nice one. So tell us, what's the advice for students who are out there and wish to be like you one day?
Just be positive. Whatever you put your mind into and you know it's going to work for you, go for it.
You said you started this business 2 months ago, right?
Yeah.
And have you ever thought that maybe you should just quit the business and just focus? Please.
No.
Alright, that's a very nice one. Thank you very much. We are glad having you on.
Thank you.
My name is Ozanwe Blessing Tarela. I'm from the Department of Accounting, 200 level, Federal University of Sweden.
We are aware that you're a working student, is that right?
Yeah.
What's the nature of your business?
Okay, I'm a chef. I cook, bake, and everything concerning food.
Oh, for how long have you been in this business?
Almost a year.
And how has it been so far?
Exciting.
Tell us, how do you manage your cooking business and academics?
I try not to allow one of it affect the other. Since it's what I love doing, it's easy to shuffle it, the education and the work.
Okay, can you tell us more about your mode of operation?
Okay, I actually operate online. It's an online business for now.
You offer home services too?
Yes.
Okay, if we are interested or want to order your services, how do we contact you?
Okay, you can contact me on WhatsApp via the number displayed on your screen or call me through the same number.
Okay, so tell us, what kind of foods do you cook?
I prepare continental dishes and local dishes also, and I sell cake for desserts.
Do you also offer services for weddings and?
Yes, I do.
Have you ever had this fallout with a client before?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Okay, the client made an order and then she ordered for someone. So I was not able to contact the person and know what the person exactly wanted. So that was what happened, but it was settled since the person that wanted it initially liked what they saw.
Okay, in other words, they were satisfied at the end of the day?
Yes.
And have you taken any measures to ensure that such does not happen next time?
Yes, I try to make sure I'm talking to the person that needs it and not a third party.
Have your customers proven to be satisfied so far with services you render?
Yes, a lot of times.
We also like to ask, have you ever felt the need to or too pressured that you feel like maybe you should just quit business and just focus on your studies?
No, I wouldn't say I don't feel pressure sometimes, but I've never thought of quitting.
And tell us, how does this business actually affect your academics?
It doesn't really affect my academics. Like I said earlier, I try to shuffle. I don't allow them mix.
Are your parents aware that you're a working student?
Yeah, they are, and they are very supportive.
They are supportive of you?
Yes.
Okay, would you advise students to be like you, something like prospective students or students who are already in school but they have nothing doing? Would you advise them to go into your line of business too?
If it's something they want, they can go into my line of business or whatever they feel is what they like.
Now we're talking about your kitchen business, you cook. Is it more of a passion for you or are you doing it for the money?
It's more of a passion for me, but I'm not meeting the money parts.
Can you tell us more about that?
helps me financially. So yeah, the money part is also very important, but it's also my passion.
Okay, so you don't really care about money as long as your clients are satisfied?
Yes.
So what's your advice for students who are out there and wish to go into your line of business?
Okay, my advice would be they should make sure it's what they want. Because if it's not something you won't be able to go through with it. So make sure you love it and you really want it. Don't do it because you see someone else doing it.
Okay, what about those that are already into the business but they feel like quitting? What's the advice for them?
If you feel like quitting, then check yourself if you can go on with it and quit.
You have the WhatsApp handle where we can see your catalog and the services you render?
Yeah, through the contact displayed on the screen.
Thank you, Ms. Blessing. It was wonderful having you. Thank you very much.
My name is Anadi Scholastica Chinechere, a 400 level student of Federal University Otueke from the Department of Computer Science and Informatics.
We understand that you are a working student, so please can you tell us what's the nature of your business?
Well, I run an electronic boutique which deals on sales of fashion accessories.
Can you tell us what's the name of your online boutique?
The name is F.U.O.
And on which platform do you run your business?
WhatsApp and Facebook at the moment.
Okay. So tell us, for how long have you been running this business?
Well, I would say 2 years and a few months.
Tell me, how do you manage your business and your studies?
Well, as a student, I always try to balance the business and my academic life.
So are you saying it does not affect your academics in any way?
Yes, it doesn't really affect my academics because I run it in such a way that it does not have to affect me in any way during school time and during holidays.
So Ms. Scholastica, tell us, are you happy being a working student?
Yes, so I'm happy because I derive joy when I sell goods and make a lot of profits from goods I sold, and of course I get a good feedback from my customers, so it makes me happy.
Tell me, what are the chances that because we've seen the trend of what we order versus what we get, understand, what are the chances or possibility of a client or a customer getting exactly what they ordered from you?
Alright, I've been in this business for 2 years and I can beat my chest that I've never made that mistake of ordering or delivering something else aside what the customer ordered, because aside from being an online shop, we actually have a physical shop. So we don't post what we don't have. We just post it and it's exactly how the customer sees it on the picture that we send or deliver it to them. We don't give another thing.
Okay, so tell us, how long does it take you to deliver orders?
Well, it depends on the location of the customer. But because the physical shop now is located in Anambra State. But if I'm to deliver a goods or a good that is outside Anambra State, it will have to take at most 24 hours.
But tell us, what's the major challenge you're having in your business, being a student and working at the same time? What's the major challenge you're having?
Well, as a student, for me to even run an electronic boutique, I will need data. And for me to need data, I also need money. So to some extent, because when I actually started the business, I was having this challenge of insufficient funds to always be consistent online, to know when a customer orders, and to even post new goods or pictures of the goods. Then for data, I had to check for data plans that would be very suitable for me, because at a point the amount of data I subscribe doesn't really last. So I had to meet a friend that deals with data subscription and airtime sales.
That's VTU?
Yes, that's VTU. So that was how I was able to manage the data aspects.
Okay, so tell us, what's your advice for students that would like to be like you, like they would like to be students and working?
But the advice I would give to students that also want to go into business during their university, just to do what works. If you must embark on an online business, you must be very, very consistent. It may make you or force you to become discouraged, but just be consistent, love what you are doing, and at the end something good will come out of it.
Are your parents aware that you're a working student, and what's their reaction?
My mom actually is aware that I'm into this business, because the business started during the ASU strike, so she's actually aware that something like this is going on, and I'm very sure she's very proud of me.
Alright, thank you, Ms. Scholastica, for joining us today.
My name is Ogwike Francisca Chidalu. I'm a student of Federal University of Twike, Biochemistry Department, 400 level.
What's the nature of your business?
I'm into fashion accessories, both online and physical. So when you need my wares or the fashion accessories I'm into, you contact me and make it available for you.
Okay, so what are these accessories you sell?
I'm into female clothing, shoes, slippers, and some other things.
Oh, tell us, for how long have you been in this business?
I started some months back, but then with a few months I've been into the business, I've gathered a whole lot of contacts, I've made a whole lot of customers, and I've actually been consistent with a few months, and I also want to continue being consistent with the number of contacts I've made, and with my relationship with my customers. I think I'm heading for that.
Okay, so tell us out. What's the major challenge you're having in the business?
My major challenge in the business is trying to work or sell while also school, like combining the two academics and business. It's not really very easy, but I'm trying to also make it very possible and easy for me.
Okay, so tell us, are you happy being a working student?
Yeah, no one is angry when he or she is making a business that gives him or she profit. So I would say I'm very delighted with this good step I'm taking to make some little gains or profits for myself, to also help my schooling and other things I want to do after school.
Okay, are you telling us that you actually do this business just to help yourself in school, or are you doing it for something?
Business is profit driven and is passion driven, so the both are inclusive, not just one.
Okay, so are your parents aware that you're a working student, and what's their reaction towards that? Are they happy about it?
Yes, they are very much aware. Sometimes when I want to make a web view, sometimes my mom even volunteers to go for it, to get it and place the web view out for me. So they are very happy and they are very supportive.
Okay, so tell us, has there ever been a situation whereby a customer girl got what something different from what they actually got at the
The thing is that I haven't had that case, and why I haven't had a case, because most times I don't, even when I give an online picture, I also try to give a live picture of same material, so that you actually make a comparison between the online picture and the live picture. So with that, my customers are like, okay, if this is the online picture, then get the live picture, get it. You know, people, most of, especially customers, like seeing before believing.
Okay,
So,
please try to explain to us what do you actually mean by live picture and online picture?
okay, like let me take for instance, you are seeing a celebrity, wearing a particular clothing and you actually like it, and you're asking me, do you have something like this? And I'm telling you that I have it. You will now be like, I need a live picture of same clothing. I'll give you a live picture of the clothing, then you make a comparison with the online picture.
Okay, in other words, you're saying that the live picture is the one you took yourself?
Yes.
Why the online picture is the one you got from the client?
Person or the client got from the internet.
That's a very nice one. So tell us, what's your advice for students that want to go into business too?
To be very candid, I'll be plain here. If you want to go into business while being in school, you have to try to balance the two. Because I've been in a situation where I'm in class, a customer is calling me, please, I need this urgently, I need it to be reviewed to me. Sometimes you get distracted, but if you're not psychologically sound to carry the two, sometimes you might even get very down or lose concentration. But I just try to balance the two.
Okay. So if we need your services or we need to buy accessories from you, how do we get through to you?
You can contact me via Facebook. My Facebook handle that is displayed on the screen, and also WhatsApp number that is being displayed on the screen.
Alright, thank you very much, Ms. Francisca.
Thank you very much.
It's very nice having you.
The pleasure is mine.
My name is Stephen Ikebolo, a 400 level student of Computer Science and Informatics at Federal University of Tokyo Bayelsa State. Yeah, I'm a working student into a lot of businesses, digital marketing, web development, graphic design, photography and cinematography, but I focus majorly on cinematography and photography, and that's actually what I would like to talk about, because actually started during the pandemic. That was when I had to go for training. I had a prior working experience as a photo editor, but I wanted to go further than that, so I had to go for training when I had the opportunity, and during the pandemic that was actually the perfect timing for me.
Apart from the passion, one of the reasons I also went into filmmaking was there was a point where I wanted to be an actor, and I still do. I wrote a lot of scripts and met a lot of producers and directors, but I got disappointed, but then I didn't give up. I actually realized that that can actually be an opportunity for me too. So I now decided that come what may, I will definitely go into filmmaking. And so far I've discovered a lot of young Nigerians that also want to go into filmmaking, but they don't have the opportunity to showcase their talents. I have about 56 or 57 young Nigerians that are now working with me. They are working with me. We are developing our talents together. I'm making films, and I intend to go a long way with them. I don't intend to give up on them, and I'm still open to accept as many people as possible, as long as this is something they are passionate about and they have the same mindset with me. I'm willing to go all the way with them.
Ever since then, I've gained more knowledge and gotten better. Being a working student is not actually easy because it comes with a lot of challenges. It's not easy at all. It comes with a lot of challenges. You know, being a student and trying to combine academics with work is quite challenging. Your attention will be divided, and you still have to give in your best both in your academics and your work. But I've tried to balance the two, trying to prioritize my activities and my schedule. When it's time for me to work, I work, or when it's time for me to study, I study. That way I've been able to balance the two.
It's not easy at all being a working student. It's not easy, but whatever you want to do, or whatever you feel that this is something you have passion for, go for it, because it will help you develop your skill. Because as it is in the country now, we don't even know if the certificate we are acquiring, if we are going to make use of it. We don't have to rely on it. That's why we have to work and acquire skills.
The major challenge about photography and filmmaking is that it requires a lot of equipment, and these equipment are very expensive. Both the equipment and the gadgets, they are very expensive, and most of the times after doing some work and get paid, I have to use the money to buy equipment. Even up to now, I still don't have enough, but I'm trying to get there. The name of my brand is Studio 264 Media, and Studio 264 Media is duly registered, and we offer the best services ranging from traditional marriage, white weddings, child education, parties, in fact any kind of event. We also offer photo shoots and filmmaking services. I'm actually working on 2 films. One is titled Kindle and the other Unintended Love. And within the shortest period of time, I'm sure it will be released. I work alone. For example, this documentary video now, I'm working alone, and it can be quite hectic. And sometimes I do hire people to work with me, and that's more expensive for me. But it's not really about the expenses I make. As long as my customers and clients are satisfied, I'm happy. And I think that's more than enough for me. Yeah, my parents are aware that I'm a working student, and they are fully in support. My dad is in support, my mom, my family. As a matter of fact, they are my biggest fans, and they really encourage me even when I feel down, and as though as the journey is getting tough. They are always there by my side to encourage and console me, and I'm really grateful to them. With you guys, my advice for people out there is, if you want to venture into any kind of business as a student, you have to make up your mind first, be determined, and try to give your attention evenly, both to your business and your academics, so that no one will be lagging behind. Because the primary aim of being here in the school is to acquire knowledge and graduate with a flying color. If you need any of my services, you can contact me through the number displayed on the screen. We offer you the very best services. Meet us on Instagram at Studio 264 Media Official. We're also on Facebook at Studio 264 Media Official, so you can contact us for that excellent service that you never regret. Thank you, Asidisa.